We're waiting on one man to give us an idea.
All right. Well, let's go with the easy one. Boot, what are you doing?
Pondering my thoughts as a raven.
Where?
In the tip top of the mountain.
Above the keep?
Yep.
Okay.
Just sitting there. If it is possible to look down on the castle from here.
You can, yeah. It's quite far up that mountain, and it's almost inaccessible, that mountain. It's sheer face cliffs. There's really no pathway up there. But you can see down. It's a
How
very
far
clear night.
out can I see?
Make a perception check as the raven.
Oh, I transformed back, just raven to get up there.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and make a...
Because I don't know what raven stats are, and I don't feel like looking it up. Natural 20. I'm watching you all through the window.
Mara is naked.
I stopped
natural
looking through
20.
the windows.
On this particular night, you can see quite far. You can see... there's a glow in the distance to the north by northwest. You're not sure what this is from, but you can definitely see a glow of lights. It's very minute, doesn't cover the whole horizon or anything, but it's there. You can see the entirety of the forest that surrounds the keep. You can see across to the river, where the river would be. You can see the direction of Timk, although Timk is dark because hardly anybody lives there. There is a shadow there where Timk would be. It's just blotted by the night and trees and whatnot. Other than that, that's about what you could see.
First thought I have is, God damn it. I can only polymorph once a day and I can't get down. That's the
You
first
haven't
thought.
slept?
It's the night of, I'm assuming.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then I know. But don't
Yeah.
you have it stored? Don't you have that spell stored as well?
I used it twice in the fight.
No, you did not.
Oh.
You
He
did
used
not
it
use
once
it.
on himself.
Well,
he
that
used
thought
it
never
once
comes to
on
my
Mara.
mind.
You did
So
not use anything.
that thought never
Yeah,
comes to
that's
my
right.
mind.
You
but
guys
it's
were.
still
You
in the
guys
book.
were. You
That's
guys would have been
right.
mentally exhausted, but physically and arcanically, no. You guys didn't use an item, no spells, no potions, nothing. You have everything.
Oh, yeah.
Nevertheless, I'm so mentally drained I didn't think of it.
Okay.
If there is like a place to sit down up here though,
Yeah, I mean, there.
prop the hammer up against a rock and just take off all my shit.
Okay.
Not like, I don't want to say pray or anything, just sit there quietly and meditate the entire night. It's,
Just think.
yeah, looking down on everything. That's all I do.
Draven.
I pushed to talk and it was off. If I see him up there doing that, I want to put a little rain cloud over his head just for to mess with him. But if I do not notice him, then I'm probably gonna hang out with Mara and see what they're doing.
Right. What are you doing, Mark?
I'm fucking wondering if there's any food in this goddamn place.
Not a single bit of food in this place.
So I sit down in what I imagine to be the kitchen, sharing rations with Arcadia and Thomas.
And Caduceus.
That's where I find
well,
him.
obviously.
Okay, so you guys eventually find your way to where they're all staying and everything, and
I'll have Kate with me and come in.
Okay.
Mara,
I don't know
I
what I
know
want to do,
guys doing?
chat?
Having a
Is there?
picnic?
Pretty much.
Really
I
don't.
mean, it's not really a lot of choice, you know.
Didn't our companion make a bunch of snacks?
Do I want to leave?
I don't know.
Who, Lance?
Yeah.
But he can if you guys have the proper food for it. Yes.
Oh, I thought he already had some made. That's what I was asking.
He had prepped. That was a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
A long.
I guess we can go
weeks ago.
Go forage and go hunting.
That'd be fun.
Because you're pretty good at foraging, aren't you?
I can usually find food where there's food to be. When we came in here, did I notice anything that, like in the area? Because we kind of beelined here, so I don't think we really took too much in.
Make an nature
Yeah.
check.
Yeah. Did we notice any like animals or anything? Neat.
Way to start off the day with a 19.
I know, right?
Looks like it's gonna be bad news. He's like eyeballing me a couple times.
I'm looking over at the 19 here. There were signs of wildlife. There were signs of birds, small game, large game though. No, it's pretty non-existent here.
Did I see what kind of birds? Like some game birds, like pheasant, duck, anything like that?
There
that
was
we could
crow, you know of.
Well, yeah, I heard.
There was
He
Okay.
shoots me out of the sky and
Oh,
kills
Like eating
me.
crow.
Yeah, you
I
would
fall
probably find
300 feet and die.
some other type of wild bird that was
I
big.
personally like blackbirds, so I would probably not kill them unless needing to.
Yeah, you would be able to find something to shoot and kill and be able to cook, I would say. It'll be a little harder at night because it is twilight right now, but you could definitely go out in the morning and find it if you wanted to.
I was gonna say, if it's nighttime and there are any kind of waterfowl, we could probably go and get eggs or even find younglings in it, and maybe them protecting their nest right along the reeds on water banks. Maybe we could do like some random nature checks to see if we find any.
Yeah, and on the road that goes from here to the bridge, it's a day's travel to the bridge of hard travel to get there. So through the woods, you're looking at double or triple the time because you have no idea how the area works right now. You're new here.
Well, I'm talking about right around the keep. Like I wasn't saying far. Like just on the way up to the keep, did we notice any areas where like there were like rabbits or?
Yeah, like I said, you would be able to find small game to hunt.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, you could. I would say that you
Stuff
could
like
definitely do it. If you want to try in the night, you're gonna make a survival check with disadvantage though, because you're a human in the dark. So if you'd like to, that's up to you.
You want to give it a try, Mark?
With Mara's help, though, probably would be a straight roll.
Oh, okay.
And Caduceus.
Woo! 2 points lower, but not too bad.
17. Okay. I would say it would probably take you guys close to like an hour and a half to finally find an area where there's more game to hunt, and you're able to, with the help of Mara's tracking skills, your tracking skills.
We'd be able to bag enough for everybody to eat.
Yeah. With both those rolls, I'm totally fine.
And my
It was a
skill.
nature. By the way, that was a nature roll you rolled instead of a survival. But I'll go ahead.
Oh,
and
I
take the
thought you
roll.
said. Oh, I'm sorry. I would have
I'll take-
rather rolled survival because I get a +6. So.
Okay, roll survival, but I'll still take that number if you still don't roll well.
Okay.
No issue. No issue.
Draven just.
Now this is a picnic.
All right.
So I guess we'll meet up in that hall again. And the place, is it ventilated enough, or is there like an area where there was like a kitchen hearth that used to be, or like is made for that room? You know what I mean?
Is there a fireplace or a hearth?
Yeah. a place where, or not already installed, but where the stack would be open, the ceiling would be open to put the stack in, type stuff.
Well, I imagine with a keep made like that, they'd have a kitchen area.
Yeah, but like they might not have any of the actual furniture in there or the parts built. But like I was just wondering if the structure had the open ventilation to make a fire in there without killing ourselves.
We could set the stable on fire again.
You know that this place is built with a kitchen area. No problem. I mean, it's got it. Not only that, but the main hall has a hearth that connects to the upstairs kitchen, so you would definitely find a place to cook something.
I just didn't know how barren it was, like if it was just defunct of everything.
Oh no, it is defunct of devoid of furniture, of anything that you can live in, sit on, sleep on. All that stuff is gone. There's no stick of furniture in this place. No drapes, tapestries, nothing. But there still is a stone hearth on each floor.
Awesome.
To be able to be used. So you can pick one and cook in it if you want.
Mara, you want to get us some chairs? Those beautiful axes on your back, I'm sure they take a tree down easily. Get a couple
I got you, Boo-Boo.
sections.
And I
I'll
pull the
start
axes
cooking.
off my back and just haul ass at the fucking kitchen.
And some fuel. We need fuel.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. You can. You wield a chaos axe. I'm sure that'll take a fucking tree down. I mean, shit, you were packing a beholder with it, so.
From the halls of the top of his keep, you could probably see Mara out in the middle of the forested
Felling
area, like
trees,
two-handed
just-
chopping.
He hears her like run out of the keep, going, raging the whole time.
Oh shit!
You just see
The tree
trees
never stood a
dropping
chance.
in like cordwood, just dropping one after the other.
Oh, what's this?
Hey, Chorcer. Oh my fucking god, why are we dropping memes in this time of need?
I thought it was related to the moment.
So, easily enough, Mara, you go out and grab plenty of firewood, bring it back with the help of Draven, Lance. You guys are able to cook up all the small game and everything for everybody to eat. Boot, do you eventually fly the fuck down, or are you just gonna emo the fuck out of this whole session? No, man, you can't emo the hell out of this whole session.
Read the
fucking maxed
message,
out.
Jesus.
You smell fresh game too.
Oh, it didn't scroll down. I'm sorry. My
The
apologies.
halls fill with the smell of fresh.
Now I'm
game.
emoing out of the whole
Roasting
session.
wood.
Fuck you.
Well, IRL, I just got done making steak dinner, so I mean, if that counts.
Somebody
Yeah,
took
no,
some-
I'm assuming you're up at your grandma's.
Yeah, I had to steam vegetables and make
Okay.
baked potatoes, and yeah.
Right.
Sorry, it took me longer than it usually does because I
Yeah.
fucked up the first steak.
Mara is so hungry.
It's all good. If that just know if it ever happens, like if you're going, like if it's close to the time, just like you're like just text me before you go and let me
Well,
know.
the thing was, is like I said, I fucked up the first steak. Like, and my grandpa
Oh,
ate
yeah.
it, but like my grandma will not eat a steak if it's not medium rare perfectly. So, kind of a bitch.
I kind of wonder.
Literally, it has to be perfect or nothing.
All right.
I mean, same.
So you guys are currently gathered in the Great Hall of Moirai Hold. You've cooked your night meal. It's pretty much early breakfast or late dinner, supper, whatever you want to call it. It's twilight.
We've been traumatized. I don't think it matters right now.
Right, yeah. You're all gathered together. Today, I'm assuming you're around.
You don't know. You didn't ask him what he was doing.
I was gonna be flying around,
Okay.
scouting out the area, trying to get a better picture of the area around here and whatnot. I was trying to figure out flying travel rates and whatnot, to figure out how far I could go and whatnot, but yeah, it's not working out.
You can go as the crow flies. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, there should be a chart for that.
What?
Just
Flight
Google it.
speeds.
Fuck it.
Flight speeds. There's
in
yeah,
D&D.
there are flight speeds. You can look it up. There's a standard chart. So, Mara, Draven, Arcadia, Lance, Thomas, and Caduceus, Kate, all sit around the fireside, eating a very, very, very well-tasting meal. By the way, you guys get extra hit points for that. I don't know how many or if it really matters because this is a long rest session.
Noms.
Not going to be any
Doesn't matter.
combat. Not going to be any combat.
You don't know yet.
I was just gonna say.
Are you guys just going to stay awake all night into the morning, or are you going to?
Well, technically, didn't we actually sleep?
You guys slept, but it was more of like you were so mentally drained, you couldn't do anything but sleep.
Yeah, I figure after we eat, I'd probably make a little comfy spot in that room, around the fire, keep the fire going all night, and like doze in and out. Unless somebody wants to take shifts with me keeping the fire going.
You guys
Aura
get
could not care less.
She just uses Arcadia as a blanket. It's all good.
You can't see my picture?
No, I can see your picture of
Oh.
Kenshin.
You don't see my cam?
No,
No. We got the cute chibi samurai.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
did you make sure your settings are on broadcast? Everything?
Yeah.
Did you hit reconnect?
I'm hitting reconnect now.
Ah, there it is. I
Yeah,
can
there's
see
camera
something
stuff.
green.
It's garbage. It's stuff behind. It's actually a pair of gloves balled up behind my.
Bubblegum? Bubblegum?
Anyway,
It's
um,
the sock.
the
Yeah.
it's up to you guys what you want to do tonight. You guys want to wait till morning till everybody gets back, or and have a talk, or
Yep.
talk? I don't know. All right.
Well, it's just us in the room, so I'll get comfy with Kate, make a comfy spot, and pass out.
All right.
I know most people's aspirations, but Mara, are you on your way to the Hauntwood?
I think so.
Fuck, where did you come from? You gotta warn a dude. You can't just sneak up on me, Lance.
As Draven comes out from hiding behind Kate.
Oh, I wasn't with the group right then, or where was?
No,
I?
you
Still-
would. He's just
Oh, okay. Alright, I got you.
Little fluff, little fluff.
fluff fluff.
I will be fixing my cam in one moment. I'm busy smoking. Give me one
It's okay.
Is anybody streaming?
Yeah, Wolfie.
Why are you streaming? God, I hate you.
Because this is the last time you guys will be together.
Stream.
Make it count.
I stream everything. I streamed our one-on-one.
This will be the last time we're
Oh,
ever together.
jeez.
Jeez.
This is the last time that the companions will be in the same place at the same time for a long time. For a very long time. A really fucking long time.
You taking 2 weeks off your campaign?
No.
Then you don't know that.
With everybody splitting up doing their own thing. I don't think that that you will all be in the same place right now. Again, for a long time. Rolled your oyster, guys.
Oh, Lance was asking Mara a question, but we were waiting.
I said I think so. Well, then I look at Arcadia. You guys don't know, but me and her were, I guess, had a little talk at some point. Because I know she's got shit she's gonna do.
Are you saying this to us?
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on?
I look at Arcadia.
You see her, she's like sitting there, like holding her sword and like thumbing the hilt on it while she's like staring at you guys. I haven't made my decision yet. There's a lot to do. It'll be much harder for me to travel. It'll be even harder for me to travel alone. would like to find out who made this sword, or why it came to me, or who gave me these powers. Breathing in your mic, Troy.
It was a cigarette.
Cigarette, yeah. Nevertheless, I'm probably going to head west. There's a place. It's in my dreams. It's on the far side of the. It's on the far side of the continent.
That was heavy. Hoping she might have wanted to try like a new treat that she hadn't had before, but wow. God, I am full, Mara.
You're taking your divination history a little easier than I am, Draven. These powers are alien to me, so to speak. They're almost unsettling. I have lived my entire life in darkness and connected to something that kept me alive. And now I have the ability to suddenly keep others alive. I don't understand it very well, and I'd like to understand it more. But I think I'll head west.
And now where your people are, Mara? Well, southwest, but
Oh. You guys know that from talk that the Goliaths live in the north end of the Shattercliff chain, the far north end, above Deep Spire,
well, that's like right west of us.
directly west.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Well, she said west, so I'm just going on what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be something for you along the way, right?
Maybe.
Mara.
Look at
I'm a-
Arcadia. I don't know.
I don't know either.
What about you, Lance?
This continent intrigues me. I'd like to go everywhere. I was actually wondering if you were able to make a boat.
I mean, I'm not versed in it, but with the right materials, we probably could. I mean, we could make all the fittings and the hinges and everything to put the wood together, but we'd have to have somebody really good with wood. I'm sure somebody in the north or something might on the coastal cities. They should have shipwrights.
How long will it take me to get to the Empire Isles? Empira, or whatever it's called. On a
The
boat.
Empira Isles on a boat? Well, first, you can't access the sea from here. You have to go down into Timk and to the Bronze Run, where it enters into the Osmond Sea. But, I mean, it would take
Kerr
you
doesn't have
days.
a port.
Kerr does have a small port. Yes, they do. You could go north to Kerr and grab a boat there.
It just looks closer. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's a distance more to get to Kerr. You first of
Think
all,
where we're at.
in order to leave the hold, you have to go back over to the bridge, across the river, then go north. There's no exit from here. It's all enclosed.
Oh,
Yeah, the entirety of this place is enclosed by the mountain range around it.
I get you.
Yeah, and it's almost there's that you guys know of. There's no way to get through the mountains here. It's impassable. I mean, the mountains that besides flying, the mountains that surround the hold in this area before Timk or after Timk are like sheer cliff faces. They're not like little tiny hills that go up. No, it's like they all of a sudden just go up. So
Well, it looks like one other way would be take the river. follow the riverbank up.
You could take the river up, but you'd be going against the current. You might be able to pass through it while winter is still.
Oh, I'm talking about the shoreline. You don't literally get in the river.
Right.
The shoreline will cut through.
Yeah, don't go
On the
by
other side.
exactly what the map.
Oh,
shows.
okay.
Yeah, it's not 100%. Like it's more like representation, but.
I was gonna
you guys
ask, like,
finally details
on the
if you want.
map, are like the dragon and this beast in the water, are they like actually on the map, or is that your fluff?
That's fluff.
Okay.
It's just map fluff.
Okay. Nothing else on the map is map fluff. Like this tower is really there on the map, right?
That tower is yeah, and they're not that big, of course, but those are just representations of cities or places or whatever.
So unless you went up to Kerr or something, like Timk wouldn't even have boats or a dock that's working anymore, would they?
They never used it in the first place.
Ah.
There's no point. There's nothing there for them. About the only thing that they could do from Timk is fish. That's it. And it's not very much.
So north would be his only way.
To get to the Empire Isle, he would need to get a boat that's seaworthy.
Yes.
And then get
Yes.
to go there. So he would need to go. You probably would need to go north and then go back down.
So like Kerr or Anmar would be able to get a boat.
Yeah, I mean relatively. Yeah,
Oh,
that basic knowledge is there. That you could probably find some sort of seaworthy vessel that would take you that far.
or at least get to a port that would.
Yeah.
I'm just curious of it.
I'd like to know how trade works around here too. If there is any.
Here in this area that you're in.
No, I don't know about if the war has affected and stopped trade in any way yet. I just want to, once I get to a place, I'm saying I'd like to be able to see what the current status of trade is.
From talking with people, from when you talked to Eltorin in the Maiden Glow, from what you saw of the from the ruins into Yalmur, what Grix told you, the war hasn't made it up into the mid plains yet, above the Maiden Glow there. It hasn't gone that far.
Okay.
So the southern part of the continent is more worried about the war right now, if there is anybody down there now, and the northern part of the continent hasn't really been touched by the war.
Well, I'm not talking about physicalities of war. I'm talking about economics of war. I didn't know if it changed.
The only thing that has changed right now is Yalmur. The city of Yalmur is gone.
Gotcha.
They're just destroyed. Whatever was there, whoever was there, got annihilated. And people did flee north, but there were very few.
Did we ever find out what they were prevalent in?
Well, it was another port city.
No idea what they did. Spices, anything that they were known for. Nothing special.
You guys don't have that knowledge, I would say.
Okay.
So you could gain that knowledge. That's definitely something you could look for.
Yeah,
but
something in the future I can look for.
Right now, no.
I just wondered if anybody had said once they died, like, "Oh, our city of this is gone," or I got a taste of Forge and I enjoyed it, so that's probably what I'm going to try to be doing. To
Yeah,
increase my skills in that.
Yeah, you got a taste of Forge. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
It's terrible.
Wow, for conquering a keep and killing a big squishy tentacle eyeball thing, everybody's really glum.
I don't think anybody wants to part ways, but some of us have to.
Well, we didn't know each other in the first place. I mean, how hard will it be to come together?
Yeah, but even since I've known you, we've been through a lot. We've been through the Underdark and Dark Elves and Dark Dwarves. We've been through shipwreck. We've been through long sleepless nights.
Oh,
long
you missed the
travel through-
mimic table. You didn't get to see the goblin treasure room. Now that.
No,
was
the
fun.
kobold treasure room.
I'd keep calling them goblins. I'm just
Yeah, the
forever gonna
kobold
call them
dungeon?
goblins. I don't know what they are.
Oh, no, you
Raven.
know.
I didn't know what kobolds were. I never knew.
Oh, well, you know them
I
now.
kept calling them goblins this
Yeah.
whole game, and I'm gonna
You knew-
keep calling them goblins.
You would have been, yeah. I mean, that's fine. You would have been told what they were, though. I mean, there are some of you here that know what kobolds are. You know, just for look. And I don't give a shit.
I'm like poking at the fire in the corner after I woke up in the morning, like, okay.
Hey, with that really good perception earlier, do I see Dunaday
No.
flying
No,
around?
he is a black dot in a darkness. Of
Natural 20.
Because you nat
Full
20
of other
doesn't-
black dots because this
Just
area
because
is
you-
full of crows.
Just because you rolled a nat
Yeah.
20 doesn't mean you can seduce a dragon. So
Yeah.
no, you have no idea his whereabouts.
Nat
But-
20 with a plus 13, maybe.
40 and above, we'll talk. Anybody else have anything as the night closes? All right. You guys find yourselves through a shorter rest, but you wake up early morning, the sun comes out. It's quite a beautiful day out. You can tell that there's weather on the way, though. There's more snow to come because winter has not quite hit its peak. Snow is still yet to be deeper. You guys all wake up. Boot and Dunaday, do you guys return eventually? Yes.
Yeah. After sunrise, as I go back into a raven and come back down.
Okay. So you find the rest of your companions. Dunaday, do you return as well? Yes. See. I can't hear you. You want mute?
Sorry, I keep muting myself
Oh, that's fine.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I probably come back around midday.
Okay. So let's all say as time goes by, eventually all the companions find themselves once again in their gathering. The Great Hall of the Baron's Keep.
Hey, Boot.
Yeah.
You made your first furniture.
What's that?
Well, Mara did, technically. Got a couple stools.
Oh.
There's like 6 stools around the hearth.
Oh.
They're quite nice too. They're lovely. For being handmade overnight, they're quite nice.
Interesting.
A natural touch to this ancient place.
Man, you might need to get into woodworking, Mara.
Oh God. Let's.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Saw your face though.
Mara's
But I
Imperial
didn't
bed
see it.
frames! Come get them now!
Want to know something funny, Draven?
Absolutely. I need something to giggle at.
You know we
My
never
comment.
completed our first task?
The trolls, right?
Yeah. We never completed where those undead trolls came from.
Yes, you did.
We did,
didn't-
but we didn't.
We didn't
Like-
find out where they came. We found like they
we
came from
did,
that city.
but we actually never did it. You know what I mean? Like, it happened to be in the thing that we did, but
You-
like we never really resolved that.
You found and killed the person who was summoning the dead trolls.
Uh,
And you yeah, it was. I mean, I thought I made that very clear who that was.
Well, yeah, but
I mean,
the main
yeah, we get
issue
that
too-
she was probably behind it all, but
He.
yeah,
Trell,
okay, yeah,
the one you killed at the Dead City, the necromancer.
yeah.
Yeah. He was the one
But
that
we
you guys
never
saw
s-
right. He was the one you guys saw riding the spider in the very beginning.
Like, there was no moment of like, there's a pit of undead trolls, we kill them all, like, you know, or anything
Yeah.
like that. So it was like
wasn't
we
an
did it,
obvious
but we
quest,
never
yeah.
really did it.
Yeah.
It was just a plot hook.
Yeah. But it was for
I was thinking about all our past things, journeys.
I know, we lost a dragon orb somewhere. There's some crazy woman in the Underdark that tried to lure you in. There's a lot of little unturned stones we got going on.
Yes! Your
Yeah,
water
yeah. What about the
girlfriend,
lady, the mermaid lady, or what? Not mermaid, water lady, whatever you.
Water
I never
elemental.
saw it. You just described it.
There's a city of fish people or something that we never investigated down there,
Pluto?
or whatever they were, fish people.
You guys went by a lot of stuff.
Ah, reminiscing.
But it's funny you should mention the dragon orb, because I think thought about it. That's a promise I would like to keep. I'd
I
like to
got
go find
ideas
out what
about
happened
that.
to her. With that information about maybe they have soul objects or soul stones up in Onmar, maybe that's where I could find it. And if not, maybe
If I got
it's-
my hands on it, that's where I would have went with it.
maybe it didn't get that far. Maybe it's still in the Underdark. And
Oh, that's kind of a creepy thought. Like, I sit there and think of the pedestal we found it on, and it's just there again.
not like that. Maybe that old guy did find it eventually. Remember him?
Oh yeah, I could. He had the little creature I wanted.
Yeah.
That little mechanical construct in his corner that wasn't working.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do? With
I
your
was
not
thinking back about the fact that the first arrow that killed the person that set off this entire fucking thing had raven arrows on it. Or raven feathers on it. Draven dies.
sleight of hand check
Okay.
to hide my arrows. No, I'm kidding. Kidding.
Stop scratching your beard all innocent like over there. I'm tangled in my chair because of you, goddammit.
Hey, weird question. So I have I have that piece of paper from a long time ago with my family crest on it that was left with me when I was orphaned, essentially. Is that in this place at all?
No.
Okay. Yeah. But not, what I meant by what do you guys want to do now is not exactly how I meant to say it. What's something you want to do now? I like turn to each of you. Draven,
I gotta find a home for Kate.
I know. Mara?
Other than that,
Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
What about you, though?
For me, maybe. Well, one, I want to work my trade, get better at it. Maybe open a church. Spread the word of Sarenrae a little bit.
Mara?
I want to go to the Hauntwood or Shattercliff chain.
For what?
My family. I have to get a fucking letter out to my mother.
Where is she?
Back at home.
You know a name of a city?
Nope.
You, Lance?
Muted.
Muted.
I have a promise to keep and a demon to kill.
Do you know
You have a fiend to kill.
A devil.
do you know where in the Nine Hills?
I do not.
Is Dunada here yet?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I said for time purposes,
Okay.
you guys have all.
Of course.
You guys have all
Been here for a while.
And you?
met together.
I simply do as the queen needs. I'm going to be probably scouting around for a while. It's not too hard to get a hold of you guys if I need to, if I figure something out.
Okay.
What about you, Boot?
You guys notice I have my notebook out and I'm writing all this.
Won't spill the beans. What are your plans there, Baron?
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to finish everyone's thing, which includes you. Where you want to go, Thomas? I figure with Mara, but
Yeah, I'm with Mara.
any other goals beyond that?
No.
If Mara passes one day?
Then I go too.
Okay.
We are fate touched, her and I. I was brought here for a purpose, and that purpose I will serve until either I die first or she dies first. One of the two.
Arcadia?
Do anything I can. I don't plan on staying here long. I probably won't even stay another day.
Where to?
West. I'll go west. Stay away from everyone. Away from civilization. Something there calling me. I can't figure out what it is. But I just see those mountains in my dreams.
Out of curiosity, are the two gentlemen here?
They are not right with you, but they are. You could find them here. They have not left. If you
Okay.
needed to find them, they're probably very close by.
If they're not in the same room, then no.
They're not in the same
Okay.
room.
So, looks like we're all going in different directions. Exact opposite directions. I know that you guys want to. Plan was to make this our base. It's a little out of the way for all of you. But I will say that my one thing that I like to finish that's still open is I want to figure out where Karma was taken. And Onmar looks like my first clue, which will leave this place empty if we all leave. I'm not sure if I take out the throne scroll, the throne fate thing. Is it still the same?
The deed is still there. The title. Everything
Draven.
that binds you to this keep legally by the laws of the ancient land of Mokoral are still there, as you are a baron of this land now. The first baron in many years.
I turn the paper to Draven or who's ever next to me. What do you see?
I look at it.
Blank. It cannot be read. Not by normal means.
Think anyone will respect a blank piece of paper?
Can we put it in a case? Like that creepy dude's case or something like that, to where it act like a lens? Like, you know, when you read, like some hidden messages are written in ink and you have to put a firelight behind them to read them. Like, can we create a facsimile so that it's readable however you're able to read it?
You know that this scroll is magically bound to this castle, to this keep. Not just everybody can read it.
Yeah.
But it can be read, just not by normal eyes. And that's to protect it.
When we leave this place, head out and to the other keeps and other barons and other cities. I'm curious if they'll magically recognize me as baron. They'll magically just, oh yes, he is the baron of that place. Or will it take some convincing?
At which point you actually do hear from one of the corners of the room, exiting out into the courtyard, you hear, if I may. You see Darren come walking through from out of the shadow of the corner. I apologize for eavesdropping, but I heard you return, and I wanted to speak with you.
I nod.
But you are the only baron. There are none. They're all gone. Killed. Murdered off one by one. These lands were stripped of their royalties. Anything close to a government that existed is up north from here, in the Shallow Fort, Valfurder, and Anandmar.
Samuel.
But there are no more barons.
Samuel.
Their lands have been stripped from them, taken, burned, and razed to the ground. From what I've heard of the Huntwood, that was the last baron before you came. That was nigh on over 2 decades ago. Not trying to boost your ego, but you'll have no quarrel representing your keep. If you take that scroll there to Anma, I'm sure they'll recognize it. I'm sure that they will respect it.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about leaving the place if you don't mind having us around. Me and Kate could make a nice, cozy place.
I don't want you guys to
hold down the fort.
You also do have a. You also do have somebody who is more or less here for a reason.
The one that's not actually in view of me right now.
Right.
Got it.
Well, he's there in the room, but
I know. There you go. I know. I'll get to that. But Draven, I don't want you guys to stay here. I want you guys to be in. I've seen Kate's work. I've seen your skills. It's not meant in the middle of nowhere. Sure, people will eventually come here once it starts up, but
well, that's the thing about great skills. No matter where you got them, people come to get it.
Yeah, but if you're in the capital with those skills, go a lot farther, a lot faster.
I'm not even going to go to the capital.
Hey,
I wouldn't. There's probably tankers there 500 times better than me. I'm nowhere near that level, buddy.
Better-
I need podunks to look at my stuff and be like, oh my god, this is amazing. I don't need somebody who's got like a 5-foot guy who like literally like takes out their trash for him, but then they turn them off and stick them in the closet at night. No, I don't need that kind of competition.
What about at the school there? What about to learn?
Oh yeah, I can go there and take some classes, but I'm not settling down there. I might go to Kerr or something like that if I gotta, but no, thank you. And you know me, I'm not a big city guy.
You don't have to stay in one place, guy, either.
But it's a great thing about having a place like this. Once we get it going, we'll have people to stick around, and then we can go get up to all kinds of shenanigans.
If you guys want to set up shop here, that's completely up to you. It's always
I
open.
think it would be great to have something here to build. I mean, it'd be a lot of fun to get something grown out of the belly of this fort. Maybe a little town under your feet.
I guess that's the message to all of you guys. If you guys want to come here, it's yours as much as it is mine. Some of you, I honestly think it's more your guys' than mine. I'd be studying under some old fart in a dusty library somewhere if it wasn't for you guys. For
Oh, now you're a baron.
the next 100 years.
I'll tell you what, wouldn't mind working for you. That's for sure.
And I know what some people could use. Some goddamn boots.
I'll tell you what, but
I'll never make a goddamn boot for the rest of my life. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I wanted a boot.
if you give us a place, if you give me and Dustbill a place to stay and work, and you got people that you need to, let's say, defend this place or protect those who seek refuge here, I'd be happy to offer my services from the Rothel Legions for you.
Alright. Well, if you're gonna be working for me, I guess you guys you might as well call me a more respectful name. Keep that with a Baron Greyspine.
Mara nods approvingly.
As you wish.
That's your name?
It is now.
You'll always just be boot to me.
To you guys, anytime.
Does nobody see the irony here? Look at his face and his
Yeah.
name and this place. I mean, come on.
You still think that it was all chance, Draven?
Everything's chance.
Yes.
It takes
was
a
a-
bunch of idiots like us to let it all fall in line the right way.
I had a curious thought, not relating to much of any of this. Who do you think found, who first? Do you think Sarenrae found you, or the Raven Queen found me?
You know, I don't know. I think maybe it was the ones who was talking. Mara, were you talking about the gods of time and fate?
What? I've got like a mouthful of food. Huh?
I imagine like some meat scrap with skin dangling off the side.
Exactly. Exactly. Suck it in real quick.
I think they've been playing a game since the start. I mean, that day that you guys find me in an alleyway.
You had your wolf pelt on over your head.
I was lost. I didn't know what was going on. All of a sudden, there's a dead guy. People are yelling. You guys, guards. And here we are now, in a keep of yours. And now you're a freaking baron, man. It's great. There's a lot of opportunity. And a play. I'd love to get Sarenrae's name out there, and this would be a great place to start. The baron who comes in and starts bringing good things to the land.
I had a weird idea of this being the keep of Sarenrae on the north side and the Raven Queen on the south.
Ooh, I like that. It's got a balance thing going on, and we could do a whole like color mesh with it, right, Kate?
Two-Face.
Dunaday, you lead
Two-Face
the
castle.
you lead the
You can't
southern
just look
temple,
at me like that.
and Draven leads the northern temple.
I have to go beat some ass. I'll be right
Mara, there's
Oh,
nobody
great.
around. Who
Oh,
are
great.
you possibly gonna beat up?
Heathens.
That sound fun, dude, today? Want to make some temples?
Muted.
Muted, bro.
You're always muted. Just always check. You're always muted every time.
Always
Like,
check.
just-
You're always muted.
yeah,
Just-
Every time.
just
Always
always
check. Every time.
Yes, it would be great to do that. God dang it.
It's another opinion I wanted on this. I like turn the hammer around, see the face. Wonder if you have any ideas, any plans. Care to share? Just stare at the face.
Nothing. Make a religion check, actually.
To who?
I'm like, you
He's
didn't find
talking
one of
to
those
that.
things you tried to give from Mar, did you?
He's actually talking to his hammer.
The white mask you've seen pass by in the hammer.
15. The presence of your patron is there, as it usually always is. You can feel her somewhere. Sometimes it's strong, sometimes it's a little weaker. Right now, you feel comfort and that she is there, but you also get the feeling that she is not intervening. That the choices that you make here are your own. That you have been sent someone to help you in your endeavors. And that whatever purpose you choose to follow and whatever path you choose to walk down is your own.
You guys want to know something interesting?
What's that?
So, this little special hammer I got here. I had the chance to die the second I equipped to it. It's a possibility. It aged me, just touching it.
No. Really?
Yeah. When I find the person that this hammer's looking for, I'm supposed to kill them.
You get your age back when you do?
No, I get another chance to die.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why do you take the bad gambles?
Coin flip, you know? You never know.
Yeah, we're building the temples at the foot. We're not going Two-Face up in here. Coins, Two-Face.
Yeah.
Totally don't. Just need to get Boot a girlfriend.
You don't know if I'm staring at you or not.
I got a cousin that could probably make one.
I could probably polymorph
girlfriend?
an animal into one. You know?
Can I get the map of the hold actually, so I can copy it down?
Yeah, but honestly, do you think, Boot, we should start building stuff outside of the keep? This way we can keep the keep for just all the stuff you want to put in there?
Well,
Because if we build 2 churches outside of the keep, then a town can start around that.
I'd love the churches to just be on the side. Let me ping, damn it. On the sides here.
Hold on, let me zoom out. Map's still blurry.
And just to reference, each side of the keep is pretty expansive. There's open ground,
Yeah.
aplenty on all sides. It's like it sits up on top of a hill, against the rock
clearing.
wall, with huge clearings all around it, front and side to side. So it's pretty accessible.
Maybe some orchards. Some
Not
fruits, vegetables.
that big.
You got a size
Yeah.
ratio for the keep?
I do not,
All right.
but I can try to hash that out. It's
I can
pretty-
help you out if you want.
It's
what's it
about.
called?
I mean, you can measure it right now on the screen.
I can't even see the number.
I can.
It was like 250 feet.
I'll zoom
I
in.
honestly can't tell you what that number
Yeah,
says.
it's 250 feet across.
So it's about, yeah, so we'll say it's 250 feet across, and I will give you a number here. It's that far up.
250 by 250. Perfect
Okay,
square.
so yeah, there you go. And that can be modified.
Well, that's
I was like, isn't that
the plan I
size of my
talked
yard?
about. So, Draven, before we talk about building any
I'm
of
sure
that,
it's actually a lot bigger than that. 'cause
It's
that
a lot
seems
bigger,
Really,
yeah. It's a lot
That
bigger.
seems.
Yeah. I was like, that's the size of my yard.
It's like my rooms are.
I feel you. It's like, wait, what?
It's like proportionally this would
What
be
is this,
my
a
house
keep for
size.
ants?
Yeah.
How are the children going to learn how to read if they can't fit into the building?
It sounded like the dude from Dr. Venture.
It's a Zoolander.
Yeah, I
mean,
know, but the voice you just made was spot on from the dude, the albino, the
Yeah.
uber rich dude.
Yeah.
Ah, I wish I could remember.
Anyway,
Delete, no.
guys, keep in
Delete
mind this
the quiz kids.
wasn't built for you guys. It was built for a dwarf. It's twice as big to me.
you're like, that's why the doors are 4 feet tall. Fuck me.
God damn it!
Dancing heathen?
Yeah, I was gonna say that is a happy heathen.
She's a bard.
Happy.
What's the pump up the jam about?
What happened to her?
Are we inspired now?
Pump the jam, pump it up.
Thunderstorm. She's truly my child.
There's
There's
Draven,
a
the
tornado
first thing
in
I,
Akron here.
Okay.
Just FYI, my power might go out. California doesn't like thunderstorms.
Because they shut powers down all the time up there?
if mine goes out as well.
Did they just shut things down to prevent them from blowing up or something?
No, it
or-
hits a fucking power station. Just all the power goes out and
They're
like
dry station areas and stuff like that, so when the big storms come like that, all that extra static and everything just fries the power grids out there in California.
and if it floods, the underwater lines just get flooded and short out.
You
Like-
come from a wet
That's
place, so
tough.
you're totally ready for a
Yeah.
storm.
I was gonna say, our
shit-
power,
Our shit's
our
like
goes,
set up.
yeah, it goes down for like 15 minutes.
We got earthquakes. Those lines just snap in half. There's no stopping that. But
Might rain here a lot, but hey, we don't got natural disasters.
we got 4 inches of rain today.
Yeah, sure did.
Draven,
She flipped us off. You see that, guys?
hey Draven. First thing that I was having want built is, well, it's gonna two process. I want to find if that room is still down there. It may not be the same well. It's filled up now, but if that room is still down there, and that well is still down there, let's use
I
that
know
satchel
just the person
charge.
for the job, but she's got to do it before Arcadia goes. Have her go take a dip in the well. She can swim down there and let us know exactly what's in there.
Well, I could turn into a shark. Go down.
Except I can't see in the dark.
Oh.
Wait, I could turn into a fish, or one of you guys into a fish. Go down if you want. But that's something I would like to know. And if it is down there, blow up that well, destroy it, cover it, cement it, weld it.
What if it's like some cool mana font or something? It was a perverted nightmare. We never know. It might be something awesome down there, and he just didn't want us to go down there.
Or it could just not be there at all.
Yeah, no. Let's. If it is there, let's blow it up. No, let's blow it
Your
up.
keep.
Are we gonna go check this out then?
You get me the gunpowder, I'll blow anything up.
Well, if you guys want to, but the reason I say is because the first thing I want built is a vault.
Okay, you could probably do that.
Not a
I looked
standard
at
vault.
Kate and said she could probably do that, right?
No. That's kind of beyond my expertise. That's more mason working, architectural. I'm more of a crafter of things you wear and throw things and kill stuff with.
Well,
We could
nonetheless,
make a big metal box.
I mean, I could try, but you would probably, if you're wanting to make a big metal box that you don't want anybody else to go in, I would assume that the college or some guild up in Ondmar which is a giant metal city, might do better than me. I can
Well,
learn them.
I would mainly just need your guys' help as I set my masonry tools down, next to me. The ones that I've had the entire game.
Give you some insight here. If you're gonna build a vault in your place, you're gonna need workers. You're gonna need people besides the companions.
That's the problem. I don't want anyone else
Yeah.
but us to do it. If
you're
it
gonna
takes
need-
if it takes 2 years
Roman,
to
you're
build.
forgetting how inventive we
could-
are.
You could pull in H.H. Holmes and just kill everybody that works on it.
We could get big.
That's a good
buckets of
point.
molten steel
Use
and
their
start
body for the
labeling
mason
it on
work
the
mortar,
walls.
I mean, just stack their bodies like cordwood and make it as mason work.
Yeah, we need blood magic after to seal it, so
Turn this
Two
keep
birds,
into the
one
murder
stone.
house,
Hey,
man.
if you would have befriended Darkwell, maybe he might have.
And if I do take a trip on Onmar for some trade and stuff, I might get us a couple little Centurion little creatures or something to start doing work with us and doing hard labor.
Wolfie, I have a whole.
I know. It's not. I don't want a standard vault with a metal door.
Yeah.
I want something special.
Hidden place.
Yeah, that is made
We
of
wanna build
lead
it.
and magic.
Yeah, that's the people here don't have the skills to do that.
Yeah.
Like that
I-
one place at Hogwarts where they all store their gold. You like. Do
Well,
the
how else am I
next
supposed to
time,
get better?
opens all the locks.
Yeah. I
Turn
don't.
guts.
The whole thing is I don't want anyone else to do it. And if it takes us months, if it takes us 5 months, me, Draven, and Kate, and anyone else that wants to help to build it, get it done. But
It's gonna be an ongoing
we keep procuring.
thing we can RP session and stuff with.
We keep procuring things that we think are too powerful, and we give them to somebody else because we think they can protect them.
And that'll help me from being listless. I'll get to go on trade missions all the time.
And if
Maybe
you
we
find
can talk
things
to
that
Caster and find out how to make our own pocket dimension.
Now, that would be wonderful. However, that is also very, very hard magic to come by. Not everybody can just possess pocket dimensions.
But
That
like we
I
are,
know.
we're planning future sessions, so that's a great idea, Lance. I love that. We can try
is
to
a
work
good
something
idea,
out with
and-
Caster to figure something out.
And if we did have a pocket dimension for us all to commune to, it would be very smart.
It'd be freaking cool.
There also
Anybody out
are
on adventures?
spells that
Try
I could
stuff in there.
possibly find to help move stone and earth. But that's just something that we'll have to find somewhere else.
That sounds like a lot of fun to figure out. Things like that sound great to me.
I think I'd become a mole or something and just dig down, but yeah.
Don't we have a lot of mountain behind us?
Yeah, that is the other thing.
You can make a tunnel into that from the keep into the mountain, dig through the mountain, and start making you a like secret.
Your safe is a mountain?
Heart of the mountain. The
And then if you ever get karma back, it's fucking perfect. You got a dragon and a mountain full of treasure and a keep. I mean, fucking storybook right there.
Yeah. The reason I want to find Carmen, by the way, is she mentioned the others that are in orbs, and the amount of power or something like that would give someone. I feel like if it's being used in this war, it's just going to cause catastrophic killing.
So we gotta go collect Dragon Balls?
Boot. Can you hold on just 1 second? Can you guys give me just 10 minutes
Sure.
Without-
Who's saying this?
without just talking about anything important?
I don't know who's.
It's Kate.
Oh,
You want a beer, Kate?
10 minutes. 10 minutes. And she gets up and opens up her book and takes out towards the middle that she's. You can usually see her working in the front of the book, and she's now in the middle of the book. And she begins walking around the room and making traces around the room.
she's
in
doing the
arcanic
spell that I
symbols
was
that-
going to take.
She's tracing around the room. And for the next 10 minutes, you see her doing this, and her eyes light up in a bluish red, swirling. And she makes this barrier around you guys, and then finally the spell fades and all the runes drop. She says, "Okay, we're good."
How did you always
the hell
find
was that
a
about?
way to be cute in the moment? It's great.
I just want to make sure that anybody that's trying to figure things out can't figure things out very easily.
If you know a lot about that spell that you just did.
The private sanctum?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If you do it enough, does it become permanent?
Not 100%, but I think it does. It's difficult. We didn't have much. We only had one book when it came to Morning Canaan, when we were in the Underdark, as we acquired information from the surface. So I only had his one book, and that happened to be the one spell that was in it.
I don't know. She casts that spell a lot whenever it's alone time, so
Oh, shut
she
up.
should be getting close.
Yeah, you all need to leave right now. No.
That's why
This
my
is not for
scrying never
you.
worked.
I ain't fucking going anywhere.
Oh, that was so close. What are you rolling a
Goal,
stealth
Mark.
check for?
He's trying to spy in on
I,
this.
I want to slink away.
Okay. As you go to slink away, you see Kate just. Lance, what are you doing?
Lance, what are
She
you
looks
doing
right at you.
with my passive
Uh-huh.
perception?
I need to go pee. I'll be right back.
Insight check. Are you bullshitting them?
Yes.
Who sneaks away to
Okay,
go
then
pee?
you need to roll a deception check.
Insight versus deception.
There's no way you're beating Kate.
Yeah, no, you can't tell that woman a lie.
What do you roll? Lance. Lance. What are you doing?
15.
What are you doing?
I was going to have a bit of fun.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
If you are truly our friend and companion, then you will tell us.
Well, it'll ruin the fun if you know the surprise.
Kate,
Okay.
Kate, just it's fine. I'm sure we
I
could
don't
all
think she
use a little
wants her
fun.
trash blowing up.
Lance, if you want to step out, you could step out. But back to this. I know a different spell that's something like this called non-detection. I'm pretty sure it does the same thing as this spell. I'd love for something like that to be set up on this keep. In that vault.
The one we're gonna put the Dragon Balls in?
Yeah, and other things. And I'd motion the hammer. And other relics. Maybe if you find some of Sarenrae that you
You know what we
don't want to keep
should
on
put
you.
in the vault too? If we can. Like an anti-magic box. Remember those crystals in the Underdark?
Mhm.
That nullified our magic? Like, almost like killed you?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I head down back
Got
there,
pretty sick.
if I head back there, I may pick some up.
I have reasons to go back there, and someone else might, but I know I want to go back there with Kate to see if we can contact her people and get a trade line going, and
Mhm.
maybe we can get them to do the hard labor and find that stuff for us, for stuff they can't get from up here. I mean, could you imagine giving them some of our good wines and teas? I mean, they'd live on mushrooms.
Just give them seeds.
Well, yeah, what we think is cheap, mundane stuff, they might think is great stuff, so we might be able to work out a lot of good trade.
Yeah.
'Cause those crystals
I
probably
want to
don't
look
mean
at
much
Kate
to
and
them.
look at how offended she might look right now.
I'm saying the same thing about their stuff. Those crystals might be mundane to them, but to us, they're freaking awesome.
Yeah, no, Mara's just like looking at Kate, just
It's like I pick up an apple and hold it next to a mushroom and look at Mara.
I mean, I like mushrooms. I don't know why.
Nevertheless,
Throw it at Mara. You smell like a mushroom.
Mara, would you mind having two strapping young men accompany you there to your forest?
Who?
I'm like, I'm busy. I motion to my two new employees.
That'd be weird. That'd be weird.
I think,
Why?
well, there's an army over there right now. And, sending just the three of you, and then maybe just the two of you over there might not go so well. No, 5 or 4 of you. It's a different story.
Now, see, I think what Boo's trying to say is he cares about you guys and we want you to take some people just in case. Wasn't that so hard, Boo? Yeah, I guess that was really hard. It's okay, breathe.
I think more like he just wants to get his employees out of the castle while he revamps it.
But there's just another thing that I want to do. Is Lance still here? Or did he dip out, actually?
Still standing there for right now.
Damn it.
I'm there.
Okay, fine. Okay. I want to go to hell. I think, be a good time. I see the look on your face, Drave. I know. And,
Sorry, I was getting flashbacks of my childhood.
and Lance, if,
Creepy laugh in the distance.
you wouldn't
Not my
mind,
cousin.
coming with me for a while until we can figure out a way to get there. That be okay?
I'm sorry, were you talking to me?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Would you want to
I'm sorry.
come? Would you want to come with me for a while, until we can figure out a way to get to hell?
You're looking to go there as well.
Yep.
Then it sounds like it'd be a smart choice for me to stick around a caster of sorts that's wanting to go to hell, and is my ally.
I figure we can go research that in Onmar, and I think Draven, you want to head up there too?
Yeah, I need to go on Marfus and stuff.
I'd like to go to see Caster, and maybe if I can make a few coins by working for him, that'd be fun as well.
I'd like a refund from him, so it'd be nice to go. Heck.
You see Keiko.
I don't think you're getting that mithril back, bro.
I've only met the man once, but I don't believe he'll have that mithril. It's already gone, been used.
From what I've seen of him, it seems that me and him have a lot more in common. Than,
He's a
I
very
don't like
interesting
buying
individual,
toys.
Boot. I think you would actually quite enjoy him. He's very smart.
He would enjoy your company, for sure.
I don't want other people's trinkets. I want to make my own.
Oh, I don't want his trinkets.
We'll
I
get
wanna
to that at some point.
Freaking Outlander.
I look at Lance and I say, I don't want his trinkets, I want his shadow.
You know someone like him probably knows how to get where we want to go.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Boot. Make me a wisdom check.
A
You
dwarf
better,
I know
you better
can
roll
dream.
good. Okay.
Decent.
18.
3 plus 1.
That's solid.
Jack of
Plus
traits.
one. Jack
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 of
of
all
all trades. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud.
Kept forgetting to add it, didn't
From
you?
your
No, it always does that.
From your time spent in the pocket dimension of the Emporium talking with Castor. He's one of those. Like
I have a
he's-
pretty good idea off what Lance told me.
he's whatever he is, not whoever he is, but whatever he is, he's both a very, very powerful politically in his ties to Anmar, and he's also very powerful arcanically.
I didn't mean kill him. I know. It's okay, Roman. I'm not gonna kill
No,
him.
I know I know that. I just
It's not what I meant.
So sad that I had to be Draven for this character. If I was
instead of
Kelpo,
Kelpo.
if I was even my Tabaxi, any of them just would have been so much more into this than he is. Especially Kelpo, though. Oh my god. But the Tabaxi would be drooling and puffing all over everything, like I said.
I would very much like to go and meet him again. He seemed like a nice person. Thing. Whatever he was. We could learn a
We
lot.
just
from
like
him.
his stuff.
I do like his stuff. And you didn't like it with me. You will next time. Oh, I promise you you're coming in next time.
I might come in, but I'm not gonna. I'm not buying.
Oh, you
stuff.
don't have to buy anything. No. It's like anytime a woman goes into Bed Bath and Body Works. Sometimes they just have to go in with them.
Well, dude, you can't get me out of that store. I'm buying the room sprays.
Okay, I get it though.
Okay, now that we got all that,
Toasted marshmallow all day.
Oh my
Or, I'm sorry, fireside roasted marshmallow.
last and scariest, Duna Day.
Muted.
Yeah,
No,
no,
you're
not
good.
muted.
Yes.
He's literally just
What
scribbling
is that?
furiously.
Even though she doesn't say it, I feel that she's gonna give us something to do based on my chats with her. Some mission based on whatever the hell this is, or who this is, I said. Whoever is the monster inside this little thing. They've got a mission, so you'd be interested in completing that with me?
Whenever you need my help, I will be there. That is never a problem.
Would I know if having him inspect the hammer might do him harm? Not just holding it, I mean inspecting it. Would it do him harm? Would I know this, Roman?
Wait, what?
Him magically inspecting the hammer, would it do him harm? Duna Day. Do I know any of that?
Neither of you do.
I don't think it would hurt you. I
I
think...
would say you would lean more on the side of it wouldn't, but you don't know.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna kill you, but especially because we're her pets. But I want to see what you can glean from it, and I hand him the hammer. Magically glean from it.
Do you take the hammer? It's up to you, man.
It's beautiful black wings and anvil hammerhead with the
Well,
I've
white
already,
was a
face.
weapon.
I've already held it before, so I don't mind holding it again. So I do take it.
I now pronounce you
And-
man and hammer.
As you go to hand him the hammer, it almost like glides toward his grip, and he just picks it up like no problem. And it's a very, very beautiful warhammer. If there was ever a weapon made by a god, this is one of them. And you also you usually do feel the presence of the Raven Queen with you, and especially in times of stress and in times of pain and suffering, you definitely do feel your god there, and know that she has that plan. You know, your fate is set with her. With this hammer in your hand, though, you don't feel right. Something's off. Like this isn't meant to be.
Can I ritual cast identify on it without a?
While he's doing that, I asked Kate if this circle protects against divination magic.
You may ritual cast identify.
Need me
Is
to?
identify divination?
No, it was different reason.
She knows what the spell does.
I know, I was asking her.
Oh yeah, you know what the spell is, right?
Well, yeah, but it...
Are you metagaming right now, or?
No, like, I don't know the spell that she's casting. The one that I have is, non-detection, which is, I think, the same thing?
Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum is no sound. It's warded against and appears dark and foggy, preventing vision, including dark vision through it. Sensors by divination spells can't appear inside or pass through. Creatures in the area cannot be targeted by divination spells. Nothing can teleport in and out of the warded area, and planar travel is also blocked.
Oh, it's more powerful than this version, then. This is a way weaker. This is just... Can't be targeted by divination magic, can't be peered through magical scrying or sensors. And you're hidden, but it's a place or a target that you touch. It's kind of different. That's what I was curious about, if it's the same. It seems more powerful if she describes it like that. I'm like, holy shit. Okay, never mind. It's more than what I have. So I lost my train of thought now. Oh yeah, do you want me to send it to him, or do you have it?
No, go ahead and send it to him.
Okay.
I was gonna get it for her, but if you have it on hand, please.
I do. Copy paste. Give you something to do for the next hour and a half. Check your Discord messages.
At Mara, as you guys are standing around talking and sitting or whatever, you hear next to you the sound of like a metal armor chinking, and you look to see Arcadia buckling on Dagnir and slinging it back onto her back. You see her like clasp her cloak back on her armor, brush off the rest of the dust that collected over the night, kind of move her hair out of the way, and she has it. It's a little longer now. It's more room to play with, and she has it like kind of pinned up to one side. And usually you don't get to see her full face, but on a rare occasion now you do. I wanted to thank you all. I thought that I was going to be lost there for a while, and I thought that the only darkness in my life was that of where I was born, and that the only light that I would ever see was those of torches. I thought I only had one piece of my family left, and I thought that he died down there. But each one of you has shown different. Thank you, all of you. She walks over to where there's one of the stools sitting. She takes out something from her pouch. It's a dagger in a sheath. I hope this is useful to somebody. She sets it down.
Isn't that your blink blade?
No.
I don't remember what it is.
happens tomorrow. Sorry.
4.
For thinking that I could take the rest of your life away from you.
I didn't know you thought that.
I know. I know you never did think much of it. Maybe I'll see you guys again. Especially you two. And she looks over at Draven and Kate.
Sure, you gotta leave so soon.
It's the right time.
I'd get up and go give her a hug.
It's awkward.
That's okay.
Like Voldemort hugging.
She doesn't give hugs very well. She's not accustomed to
Right.
that quite yet.
I didn't really get time to do this. Draven, can you do something for me real quick?
Yeah.
I pull out a single gold coin. Can you melt, or not melt this? Can you heat it up as much as possible
Yeah.
and break a hole through the center or the top?
Yes.
Yes. Can you?
I would say you would be able to heat it up enough where you could actually manipulate that gold. It's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could probably just tap it with my blacksmith's kit.
Okay.
You could heat it up with the gauntlets and do that, no problem.
Yeah.
Just a peen and hammer, and you'd be able to pop a hole in it.
Yeah, and I got all the stuff I need in my blacksmith's kit, so yeah. I
Oh,
can do
no,
that
I
real
actually
quick.
do need you to heat it up. Sorry. That's what I. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can heat it up with my gauntlets, but all the tools I need to put a hole in it. That's what I was worried about, is putting a nice hole in it
Oh, okay.
without fucking up the coin. But yeah, I got that in my blacksmith kit.
It's a little something I've been trying to work on, but I didn't get to finish it just yet. And I pull out the seal. I have a letter stamped seal. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Boom! It explodes.
Can you put the seal into the heated gold?
Into the circle?
No, into the whole coin. Like it's like a you would do with wax. You know, like a seal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's multiple metal, yeah.
Yeah. And then put the hole in. Is he able to do this?
Do we have some water?
The well.
Oh yeah, there we go. I'll get some water from the well, soak the sigil or whatever in the cool water, so this way when I press it into the metal, it doesn't stick to the coin.
Yeah. I'm not the best drawing or anything, but it's when you do it, it's like a simple dragon's head emblem, and I pull out a piece of twine, tie it, and then go over to Arcadia. It's not the perfect one I wanted to make yet, but it'll do for now, I guess, if you're really heading out so soon. And I hand it to her. It's essentially a gold coin necklace with a dragon stamp in it.
Takes it. Wraps it around her neck and like tucks it underneath of her armor. Holds it.
come back in one piece.
2 if I can manage.
And if you ever need to find us or we need to find you, that'll help.
I have a feeling that we'll all be back around.
Mm-hmm.
She looks over at Mara. I will find you.
And
'Cause
if, oh, sorry.
you just need my fucking help.
Hey, I think we do pretty well on our own.
You see her reach over and hold her hand out, and you guys see light shine out of her arm and gauntlet, and basically coming up from the ground level and appearing in like a white light silhouette, and then filling into a form is a magnificent looking horse.
The real Shadowfax.
Pure white, beautiful, strong. She kind of lets it like nuzzle against her ear and says, I have a lot to learn. But I learned this last night. She takes it by its reins and starts walking away. You see her trotted out side door. Past Aaron.
Sorry, as she's like a somewhat good distance off, like not too far, like 50, 60 feet or whatever I want to say. And if you find yourself in a city or something, say you're Knight Arcadia of Keep Moria, and show
Moria?
them that.
Moirai.
Sorry. Moirai.
You almost got it.
I changed it. I'm Baron now. It's that. No. So yeah.
Keep Gray's fire.
Yeah. Nevertheless, something.
I think it sounds good.
Yeah.
Gray's
it
fire
does.
keep. Or
Well,
wait,
she's-
is it
That sounds
Gray's Spine or
amazing.
Gray's Fire?
Grayspine.
Oh, Gray's Spine.
Grayspine Keep? Yeah. The gray spine of the mountains? Come on.
Well, now that she's gone, she's completely fucked if she tries to use that name. So. Oh well.
Red Cotton.
Here goes our fucking healer.
Yeah.
You see Thomas, he's like,
I don't think I've been healed by anybody but Boot this entire campaign.
I was gonna say I don't think she's healed anyone ever, but I only have. She healed anyone.
Mara in a pinch, I think, and
Yeah.
NPCs, but
the
not.
NPCs, she healed. She did heal Boot once with Cure Wounds. In the ruins, she healed you with Cure Wounds.
I think the most healings I have gotten in this entire campaign was from Mara's pocket. From her tossing me potions before battles and stuff has been my main, and then Boot's healings, and that's it.
Could you
What
just imagine that?
ruins?
I would like to rage. Potions!
Nine potions fly across the room. I'm in the corner on the wall, potion.
The mechanical
Haste me, I need
ruins.
to get them this potion.
Yeah. The mechanical ruins in the Underdark. Is that what you're talking about, Roman?
No, over below the Maiden Glow.
I never took
She did-
damage. The last time I took damage was a troll. Or a Cyclops.
No, didn't you get busted up like a limb or something?
I've never taken.
He
I
got
didn't.
No,
he
that
got
was-
fucked
that
up in
was
the orb.
Shadrach.
He got fucked up in the orb, didn't he?
Oh, no. He died in the orb.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
died.
yeah. And
He straight up got murdered. He murdered himself in the
Yeah.
orb.
But then I got up half dead and ran out.
You're so fucking lucky you drew that card, by the way. Or you would be a dead man.
I already am a dead man.
You're so lucky you drew that card.
Is he lucky?
Or not lucky.
Fate.
Or curse. Yeah, but she never healed me. I unscathed. Yeah.
So, what's the plan, Mara?
I'm getting fucking drunk. Is there any fucking alcohol? Anybody have any alcohol?
No, you guys don't have a straw.
I need to get my
But-
fucking ass my own little keg. That's what I need.
You need a grog veil keg.
I'm going back to that town here in the morning. Or sometime later today, I mean. It is morning.
Noon.
We need
Why are you going back to that
supplies.
town? Aren't they? Yeah, but aren't they gonna? If you don't bring Lance back there, they're gonna fucking arrest you.
Well, it's why I'm going back and maybe just trying to figure out more about the situation and trying to keep things from heating up, and hopefully maybe something might have fixed itself. I don't know. I don't know if it was all one of your Axe's tricks or something. I don't know what's going on. But I intend to keep my word, so I want to go back and talk to him at least and hopefully procure us some items.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Because the only thing around here is across the bridge.
I would come with you, but I'm not feeling up to traveling. I'm not gonna be feeling up to traveling in the morning,
Oh, it is morning already, but yeah.
or for the next 2 days. I'm probably not gonna want to go anywhere.
That's okay. I'll pick up some mail for you.
Oh, great.
If you got anything that I could, I have some coin, but if you could toss me some for group stuff, I'll get
I
more.
give him 1,000 gold pieces.
Holy crap! Okay.
You currently have 5,000, by the way.
Mm-mm.
You still have my satchel. Or
No, that was
Kate still has my satchel.
Oh, it's not marked on me, so no.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Roman technically has it.
I have it still marked down on me, but
I got it.
It's would you mind making those coins? One for each of us
No, not at all.
before we go. A little.
I mean, literally doesn't take much effort from me
Yeah.
at all to do that.
I'd like to make professional grade ones eventually, not just out of gold coins, but out of solid gold. But it's all I had. I didn't know she was gonna leave that
No.
quickly.
And I reach in my pack and I'm like, I still have 5 of these. I never traded them. And it's a solid gold bar.
That
Mara gave them to me a long time ago.
you could make little. Well, I don't want them to be necklaces. I wanted them to be badges, sort of, or
Yeah, I
Pendants
can
or
make it
something,
any way you want.
yeah, like a pendant. Yeah, if you could do that, but then with the dragon
I could do
seal
you
on
one
them.
better. People who wear armor, I can even put it in the. Me and Kay could put it in the armor.
Well, I show you the stamp, and it's just like a simple dragon head seal. And
Yeah, I can take a plate of gold, meld it on the armor, and then put the stamp and the gold in the armor, so it's an inlay.
or weapon.
And same, weapon if you
Yeah.
want instead. So
Or
if,
both.
if there's a signature way any person wants it, like I'm always brandishing this certain weapon, put it on this, or this is my favorite armor, put it on that, or I like wearing leather armor, so make me one in it.
I don't mind just an. Oh, sorry, Lance.
I was gonna say I'd probably just put mine in like the top of my cowl, like of my hood.
I wouldn't mind the necklace. I'm already wearing a necklace, so I wouldn't mind just a necklace.
So I can make one personal to everybody if you want.
Lance, what do you think about the thing that closes your hood, like
Clasp.
the clasp, like one on each
Isn't that
side?
also what is that? A brooch?
Yeah.
Brooch?
Well, but then it's got that like string that goes across it that keeps the cloak together. That thing
You know where I'm gonna put mine, right?
on your gloves or on your crown. On the crown.
Right? I'm gonna take her gauntlets and put some stuff. No, definitely
like
putting
mine.
them on my. Which I need to actually take off and make a new one.
It's like mix
People
it
might get
into
the
a
wrong idea
costume.
if you've got it on a crown.
True enough, but
I'm
I'm gonna make
kidding,
a new
you
one.
can-
But this one is special. I gotta put this up somewhere here. It's gonna
No,
go
I
in
want
our
one
shop.
metal one. I want a metal one just to cover one boob.
Just like a big sigil.
Are we all going to get our own titles then?
that was what I was gonna say next.
Like knight, captain, general, things like that.
Yeah, a little more personal maybe. But
That's classy.
shit, what was I gonna say? Just... Oh, your crown doesn't isn't it the new one? That's not the kobold one. You got one after that?
No, that's in my pack.
It's on Arcadia, or I gave it to Arcadia that day. Remember, you took it off and I put it on Arcadia.
No, not that one. I thought you meant the Circlet of Evander.
No. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Arcadia's still left with her.
Yeah.
Her
was
crown,
still wearing
like
it
mine,
when
yeah,
she left.
the fancy one.
Oh yeah, she never took that off. As soon as you gave it to her boot, she was like, "Oh, this is extra," and put it
This
on.
was really Some dead king was wearing this
Extra
down
TM.
there in the
Yeah.
Underdark.
Okay, so that's
And
that
I
one. Okay.
still want to know what this is about. This rusty crown on this dead man in a throne that I took
Shit.
all that time ago. I want to know who he was. It was important to me, and that's why I kept the crown to remind me.
Where the hell did I get the other crown then?
Who did we find the jewel crown on?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Didn't we? No, wrong campaign.
Pretty sure that
Was-
was just in like a random loot pile. When we
Was that
killed-
it? Yeah, I was gonna say, was that
What?
in the...
Whoa, what was it?
We killed the garbage.
Arcadia's
monster, and
crown.
There was a crown down there.
That was at the. That was where you guys killed Necromancer Trill in the giant horde pile.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And she walked out of the room after Lance met her.
Got it.
After Lance met everybody, or you guys met Lance, I should say. And you, on the way out, you were like, "Arcadia, here," and handed it to her. And she was like, "What the? Yes," and put it on.
I remember I put it on her though. Say that. I
You guys
remember
remember
awkwardly
the
just went. Shoot.
Yeah, you did. She crouched down and you put it
Yeah.
on her, and she was like, she tipped it sideways, and
I want to take
Walked
the
out the
etchings
fucking
out
room.
of my pack. Does anybody remember these? And I'm going to put them down.
From a
On
sarcophagi?
the statues and sarcophagi in the room with the crown.
Yeah.
I still have those etchings from we took them off the walls, everything like that.
Mara's got some shit in her bag of holding too, from way back.
Oh, and as soon as Draven makes the necklace thing, I'm gonna put it on with my. I just want to put it on the same strand as my family necklace.
And what happened to that cog necklace?
I'd still fucking have it. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Give it to me, please. Please.
Fine.
You've
I
had, that
wanted
since, you've had that since the Kobold Dungeon.
And I've wanted it since the cold
Level 3 or level, yeah, level 3. You've had that since the Kobold Dungeon.
Yeah, it's a small, weird-shaped wheel and a necklace the size of a coin.
It was a cog, right?
It was a cogwheel. Little gear.
Wheel.
That room is the room that Draven went down in. First party member to go down.
Fireballed him.
Yep.
I fucking fireballed his ass.
I geysered that wizard to death.
With a wand of one-shot fireball. It was just a one-time use fireball wand, and it just that bitch was like, nah, and just fireballed him right in the face.
What
What
time of
is?
day-
Go ahead, Lance.
What time of day is it right now?
I would say for talking and stuff, it's probably like afternoon, like maybe like 2.
I'm gonna go and prepare some kind of dinner if I can go outside and find something.
It might be a
Summons a horse for ourselves, but we have no damn horses.
polymorph
Would
into a
make
horse.
this trip a lot easier on
No.
me.
Alright, Lance, I know it's a shitty title and I'm gonna probably give you 2, but would you want head chef? Is
Yes.
got another one.
Sorry, what? I'll listen to it.
The title of head chef, master chef. Another one as well, that I still need a working name for, but I can't think of one.
Can I be quartermaster?
It's what I was going to say, or whatever you would call captain of trade, or
Quartermaster.
okay. Mara,
All
the
things that come in and out of the place are my responsibility.
war general Mara.
Totally.
Yeah.
How about
Doing a
you
day.
call me How about Captain Cook? Is that fair enough?
Sure, I was gonna give you another one on top of it, more
Or Sheriff Cook, whatever. I just don't want to be the
I was gonna
maid.
say, hopefully your death is a little bit nicer than the original Captain Cook.
and Dunaday, how about I don't know if it's quite fitting because you're not really. Wouldn't want to say high priest.
Lore master.
Well, priests aren't. There you go. What are they called?
Master of lore.
They're called like head page, right?
Master scribe.
No, it's called something page. What do you call the head like scholar librarian? Aren't they called something like that?
Anyway, I'll be off. I'm going to make something to eat.
Okay.
For all of us.
Someone help me out
I
here.
have something very good in mind.
Okay.
I might be headed to town, so I might not see you in a bit, Lance.
I have it halfway prepared. Just give me a moment.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hey, you can work on my necklace. Can I watch you?
Absolutely.
Make a check.
Dunaday, do you know what it is that
Aren't
I'm
I
trying
just
to
doing the same
say?
thing, heating it up and putting a sigil in it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, if it's the same type, sure. Yeah. I thought you were doing something more intricate. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
I like
she
that
just
too.
wanted
Yeah.
a necklace like Arcadia's. I thought that was important to be just like hers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. As you're. Oh, why did you roll 3 times?
I gotta heat it up, and I like doing it
The
like.
second time was no problem. You got it down. You just.
Rocket stove out of the fucking gauntlets.
Sorry, before you continue, Roman, what the hell is like a good? What's the title of like a head librarian, a head, scholar, not a sage?
A headmaster, sage, professor.
I'll work it out. But I was thinking of creating a library here too of knowledge, and Dunaday, if you want to be leader of that, headmaster, scholar, master, whatever the title is that I come up with, or that you come up with.
As he's cutting this coin open, he's stabbing this coin open and heating it up over and over on his gauntlets. I need all of you guys to make perception checks.
$19.
Also 19.
Dunaday?
19.
Perception, right?
Perception, yeah.
17.
All right. As you guys are hammering away, Draven, you need to make one too.
Oh,
Or
Oh yeah,
19.
I thought you meant everybody other than me
it's 19.
by your word.
Yeah,
Three
remember,
19s.
my passive is 21.
Yeah. So yeah, you're
19.
passive,
4 19s. What
and a
the?
20 and a 21.
Oh well, yeah.
His
That's a
passive
passive,
perception usually will beat his normal perception. So, which is sad, but Jesus, if you take the what's that there's a feat that gives you like a +5 to your passive perception or something.
26.
26 passive
I
perception.
see through the walls.
As you guys are watching him heating up these with the gauntlets, heating them up over and over and passing them like between his gauntlets, and then he's starting to press through it. You guys hear this sound coming from the door. Hold on 1 second.
Our first siege.
Kill him!
You guys hear this.
Oh wait, and actually wait.
You guys hear this like
Wait, I was joking.
slithering sound coming from the doorway. And as you guys one by one start turning, you can see coming from around the outside door as it opens up. You can see coming through this toothy looking tentacle. Slides around the side of the wall, and then another one, and another one, and another one. Pretty soon this form pushes up against the door and then pushes his way through and begins to hover into the room with you guys. Kate turns around and goes, shh, 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 don't. And you guys are just staring as this massive form begins to float into the room.
I look around. Are we still in the circle?
You guys are still in the circle. It starts to float by the main. You guys are up on the main hall hearth, which is up on this main, like, platform area, and it's kind of down below you a little bit. It's very, very familiar. Begins to float by. You can see it kind of like going back and forth until it turns and stops, and turns towards you guys. And you guys see one singular giant red eye looking back and forth. And then it moves closer towards you guys, ever closer, bobbing back and forth as it moves closer and closer towards where you guys are located.
I'm looking at Kate.
You can see Kate just standing still, not moving a muscle.
Does it get into the circle?
No, it comes up to it and you hear a voice speak out in this very guttural, strange overlapping voice. What languages do you guys speak?
Common,
and Giant for Mara.
An orc.
An orc.
Common, Dwarvish, Undercommon, Primordial.
Draven?
Common, Elvish, and Dwarven.
Dunaday?
I don't remember, and I don't have it transferred over.
Okay, well.
So common and something else.
Not sure. Okay.
Chancellor? Boot?
What?
Chancellor?
No, it's not Chancellor.
It moves up just up to the barrier, and Kate's like right on the edge there too, and so she's almost like face to face with this thing. And you hear this voice crying out from behind you. It's like, and it's going over and over, and you see all the tentacles, 10 of them, start rearing up around the barrier.
I want to walk up to the barrier, the edge of it, so my like this to it, like this circle edge that, and like push Kate out of the way. Not push her, but like.
I mean the.
You go to move and Kate just stops. She's just holding against you. She's like, shh.
And I just kind of push her back.
She's holding you. She's bigger than you. She's holding you.
She a gnome.
She's a humish.
Oh.
She's much, much taller than you.
I am strong, like ox.
I know undercommon if that helps.
No.
Okay.
I just try.
Kind of bracing against each other. She's like, no. Shh, shh, shh. You can hear it come up, and then it dips one of its tentacles into the barrier, and then another one, and each one of them are going toward each one of you guys. It's picking targets now, slowly moving its tentacles back and forth, searching for you guys. What are you doing?
I reach my hand out of the circle and I just touch its eyeball or whatever. Get out of my keep.
What are you? That's all you're saying?
That's all I'm saying.
You go to reach out and touch it, and you pass through the barrier. You guys watch as Boot's hand goes out, and Kate's like trying to grab for you, but you're just pushing through. As you hear booted feet come walking through the door. You look over and you all see this large horned figure walking through the doorway. Horns coming from his forehead and out behind him, curled up. You see flame kind of dancing along the horns. The eyes are darkened and red, almost like little narrow flaming molten slits. You can see the skin is now reddish, and there are wings draped off their back. Still speaking this strange language. Boot, as you continue forward.
I walk out of the circle towards it, facing it. The horned figure.
You continue walking, and the giant death kiss continues to try and feel its way around, trying to feel you guys. but it can't quite.
Is Lance in this square thing with us?
No.
He went out.
Mm-hmm.
So did you walk towards the figure? You hear it go. And you definitely recognize this figure.
Motherfucker. Just give me a reason. Do I feel rage coming from the hammer?
No.
Give me a reason. What do you want in my keep? Again.
I snap my fingers and the beholder is gone.
You motherfucker! I fucking knew it.
You guys see the image disappears, and standing before you is indeed Lance.
Oh, you
Just
motherfucker.
Different looking.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I had boot up on the fucking chair.
Oh.
Should have fucking swung on you. I should have fucking done it.
I swing on him.
Promise me food.
He was at the edge of his seat. Oh, he brought food.
Oh,
I
he brought
swing
food?
on him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I,
he still brought
I
food.
totally don't care then.
I want to knock Lance in the jaw as hard as I possibly can. Just-
Make an attack roll. Are you
I
taking
hover.
a hit?
I hover above the ground.
it's
Make
I'm
a dexterity. Make a dexterity save.
How about this?
He's swinging on you.
Boot,
uh-huh.
Maester.
How about I
Maester,
knock
that
him
works.
in the
Actually,
face
wait.
first?
Make an acrobatics
Maester.
check instead.
The title you were looking for, Boot? Maester?
Yeah.
All right,
14.
acrobatics
No.
check.
No, 15.
On me?
You make an acrobatics check. Yes.
Hey, what's up, everyone from the raiding party? Welcome
Doesn't
in.
matter. It's a 27.
Cool, you guys are in your
go
session.
Swing on him.
1 second,
And
though.
He opens up his wings and spreads them and starts lifting himself up backwards and then drops back onto the ground, easily getting away from
It was
Lance?
just a bit of fun.
You know, I was about to give you a city. I was about to give you your own town.
Now you can give him his own playhouse.
Yeah, it's gonna be locked with bars. It's gonna...
I thought there'd be no better way for me to show you my new form than to do it with a joke.
Is that your true form there, Lance?
No, this is a metamorphosis, and then I just drop it.
you. You see the horns. You see the horns and appear back into their normal state, and his skin pinkens a little bit, and then his eyes kind of reform back into the normal shape, and his wings kind of reform back underneath of his armor.
It's an ugly form, but useful.
Looks pretty tough.
Anything resembling our friend Grix is just disgusting.
I need to sit down. I go back to the circle and sit down.
Collapse.
He's ready to go monkey mode like right now.
I was about to
Face
polymorph.
face with it.
I was debating whether to polymorph before I go out of the circle or...
Damn it, is that not good
I don't
enough,
know.
Maester?
Out of nowhere, you see Kate walk up, go past Boo, walk right up to you, Lance, get up in your face, right? She sits up, and it's like nose to nose, and she's a little shorter than you, so it's like up there, and she just right across your mouth.
I don't have a chance to dodge.
No, you
For
do
the
not
people
have a chance
coming
to
in
dodge
that
this one.
might not
I
understand
get
what just
advantage on
happened,
the attacks of, or wait, I'm
She
surprised
turns.
rounds.
She turns around and walks
I
back.
can't even dodge those.
for people just coming in, he transformed
around,
himself
walks
into
back
the
over to one of
demon
the stools and
that
sits
nearly
down.
killed the party last session,
Just
with the
back
monster
turns
that
towards you.
almost killed the party
I
last
catch
session.
flying chopsticks, but I can't.
And I
get
thought
away
he was
from that
back
bit.
for revenge or
It was
something.
just a slap. It wasn't no
And-
damage or nothing. She just got you in the mouth.
Oh, I was ready to die in a 1v1 there.
It was a slap.
Whew.
she was really mad, she would have used the hammer.
I would have used mine too.
Anything else
I'm sorry, you
As-
guys. It was just all in fun.
as we
It's
close for today's session, because it is getting toward 9 o'clock at night, and I know Akita's up late right now. So, if there is anything else you guys want to discuss very quickly, very briefly, anything, now is the time to do it right this instant.
Who travels where?
That's the whole
In case,
one.
in
yeah.
case we need to know where you're going to be, I would like to know where you're all going to be.
I think Boot wrote it down.
Yeah, I got all you guys. Real quick, I want to make sure everyone gets whatever custom gold pendant with the dragon seal, and
Put it in your character sheets. everyone.
whatever custom one you want made. A pin for your hat, a boot buckle, a sword embedded in it, whatever.
Your boots buckle.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, for now, let's just say I make everybody a golden necklace, and we'll make the custom ones once I get my forge up and running. This way they're not junky. We just have a representation for now.
Second, Lance and Draven, do you guys, it may be too much to put on you, but do you want leadership of Timp? It might not be mine to give, but it's mine to take.
You don't have. Yeah, the deed
that's what I'm
doesn't
saying.
call- The deed doesn't have. The deed gives you a barony over the lands beyond the river.
I know. It may
Well,
not
Boot,
be mine
honestly,
to give,
what
but
I
it
think
mine.
is going to happen is as soon as we get started here, Timk is going to die and become whatever we make here.
Exactly.
Like
So,
on its own. We won't even have to do anything. It's just going to gravitate.
Okay.
The people that live
Gotcha.
there will probably move in here
yeah, nonetheless,
and be
I,
of this anyway.
I want to know whether one of you wants leadership. I know, Lance, you did say that maybe you wanted to be sheriff of that town.
That was before they tried to frame me for murder and kill me.
He'll be thrown. Well, he won't be the constable anymore. Basically, I'll make you it. That's my plan that I'm gonna plan. Is that okay with you? Is that something you want?
Yes.
Okay.
In
Draven?
the future, I'd like to be able to be near you guys.
Draven, do you want any? You want your own blacksmith shop there or something? Own trade shop, something?
I need someone that's skilled.
Mayor?
Like I said, I think that place is going to be gone in the next
Guys,
week.
hang on.
But-
This is something that you two can discuss.
I know. Okay.
There are others that are leaving after this session and are leaving
I know.
separately from you guys. So you guys can discuss that.
And that was the thing. I think that me, Dunaday, Lance, and Draven are gonna head north.
Is that the plan?
Maybe not forever, but that's what I think. And I want, if Mara, if you'll have them, I want to send the two guys with you, just to keep them with you. They can,
Okay.
and I tell them they can return if she no longer needs you, or and
I'd fucking put my 2 cents in about that. I'm not interested in going back to the Shadow Cliff. It wasn't very pleasant the first time I visited, and it's not going to be pleasant the second time. If
Alright.
you have it, I can go back to Timk.
I'm off, boys and girls.
you're fired.
Violet.
I'm not.
I was not,
Not
I
you.
wasn't hired in the first place, but you know,
Okay, you're fired.
I can't go with her. I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm not going back to the Shadow Cliff.
Pussy.
They
I don't trust a guy that won't tell me.
humans-
So
They don't treat humans very nicely there.
Do I look human?
No, it's your kind. They may not treat you nicely either. I mean, you're half.
We'll see.
Yeah, so they might be half now. I don't know how that works, but
Mara, if
Anyway.
I
I could even stay here if you want. There's nothing really for me here to steal or do anything with, so.
would you leave already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turns around.
Just no, I won't say it. I won't do it. But Mara, if you find anyone out there that needs work, looks like they would make a fine addition to the team, maybe as a recruit or something, send them this way
Well, I'm not leaving for a couple days, but yeah.
when you're out there. And if I find myself needing you or you need me, I might just pop in. I give you a hug.
Oh, it's so
Goodbye.
awkward.
It's so awkward.
This is just the worst.
It's
Oh, it's horrible. You have to kneel for this to work.
It's
Or he's gonna be like straight up in your shit.
I'm
not joking.
I was gonna say I
Like a
polymorph
fucking
into
matter.
I polymorph into an ape, so I'm bigger.
I was gonna say,
No, but
how
I'm not.
can this be awkward when the first day I met you two, she chucked you like a lawn dart?
I fucking hated that.
I didn't chuck in with my titties, that's why.
Bye, Lamar. Lemos. Yeah. I was glad I could call you a friend.
Yeah, same. This is fucking weird. Don't ever do that again.
Probably won't.
Oh, thank God. And
I turn and walk away. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just opposite directions.
Yeah. You guys see them?
Walk to opposite sides of the room.
Well, no, there's different ways out of there. So one of them goes up, and the other one goes out and into the courtyard.
Actually, there's one last thing with you. Would you want to trade bags? No. My bag comes with 2,000 gold in it. No? Damn it. Okay. Sure. Holds a lot.
Shit ass Lance. I remember he dumped
He's
that
just
out, and it was. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
My biggest
I'll say
concern
that's
is
a bit-
what are we doing with the contents of the bag?
You motherfuckers! You sons of bitches! You couldn't just let me walk away with it.
No. I couldn't. I don't know what's in there. I don't remember what we put in
I
there.
was gonna let you walk away with everything in the
I
bag
gave you
that we all
1,000
adventured
gold.
for.
I gave you 1,000 gold.
I was about to give you 2,000. What's in... Mara, what's in the bag? Is that deck of cards still in that bag?
No,
No, the deck of cards has been destroyed.
I know.
I
Questioning
pull out
Mara.
and give them.
If it's any money, I don't want it. Unless, actually, would you rather
I'll
have...
take it. I need starting funds.
Believe me,
There's
you'll
a
have...
superior healing potion, the potion of heroism, the potion of cure curse, rejuvenation potion, 100 platinum ingots, 1,000 gold, which I already gave to you, Draven.
Oh, Lord.
47 gold bars, and the black opal for Kate.
I'll trade you 2,000 gold coins for all the ingots and stuff like that. So you have 2,000
No.
spending.
No fucking way.
Is that not the same, like, monetary?
Mm-mm.
Okay, 5,000. Is that 5,000 for all that you can't use because they're ingots and they need to be smelted down still? It may not be the same value, but they'll be here in the
Not even
keep. I'm
close.
saying.
Not even
fucking
close.
Okay, whatever.
Not even close.
I think
Do-
at this time Raymond feels pretty burned and he's gonna walk out.
Do you want to keep all of that money in the makeshift vault that we have in one of the bottom rooms right now, and I'll give you all spending coin cash, literally every coin I have.
No, but I will give you one thing from the bag,
Okay.
personally. And I pull out the other D20 size ball of mithril ore that I had, and I hand it to him.
This is good. I'll take it. And I sleight of hand the rest of the bag from her.
No, you fucking don't, because I got my hand on that shit.
And Kate hits you with a thunderbolt. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Sleight of hand plus 12.
No,
I get
Kate
it.
came with me when I left the room.
No,
You look over at Kate and she says, "Be nice to our guest."
I just say the ingots because I'm gonna have Draven smelt them into coins.
That was a quote from Mara, by the way.
Yes, I remember.
Be nice.
I'm gonna have all.
So she said it's
Well,
great.
I gave you the platinum that we had.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him smelt all that into coins and money if he can.
Said that to me about Arcadia.
And I'm pretty much, when we leave north, I'm leaving... Oh god, that's a terrible idea. None of us are here. I was gonna leave all of our wealth in like a makeshift vault in the bottom.
Anyway,
Oh fuck.
Alright, so I pull out the rest of you. Now have 97 gold bars.
Fuck, we'll talk about all that later, because I don't know what the hell, if I can even leave it here. We can talk about it on our own time,
Alright.
if anyone else
Alright,
says.
all right,
Yeah.
all right. So, you guys continue on about bickering for the rest of the day, remembering old times that felt like they happened ages ago. The day wears on. Smile lines across your faces hurt. And one by one, you guys realize that to some of you, this is the closest thing to family you'll ever have. And to some of you, this is the end of a beginning to a new life. The realization that some of you may never see each other again is very real, though. You guys, one by one, go to sleep at the end of the day. Warm food in your bellies. Some of you sleeping with books in your hands, some of you sleeping with thoughts in your head. Future to come. And one last night you guys spent together. And with that, we'll close the long rest session.
Fuck, that's
However,
sad.
Duna Day,
The
being that you never sleep,
that I don't.
as you spend your time meandering about the keep, reading from your book, spending time taking in the sights and meditating, praying to your patron. The morning comes, you find yourself early that sunrise, walking back just to check on the companions. You find a small note. Pinned to one of the stools next to an empty bedroll. And I will show it to you. You can now see it in your journal.
Good note. Good note.
One by one, the rest of the companions wake up. Draven, Kate, Boot, you guys all find yourselves wiping dust out of your eyes in the morning. Dunaday is standing there with a note in his hand.
What you got there, buddy?
It's a note from Mara saying that she was leaving. It's the most I got from it anyways.
You do find on an empty bedroll a small stack of mismatched items shining in a small pile.
Am I there too?
You are?
I don't want to necessarily go find her, but maybe the
I want to
thought.
look at the note.
Maybe it's the thought
What
that
does it
counts.
say?
And
I don't know. It's not in my handouts.
nevertheless, I leave before they
guess
read
I
it.
can show it. Yeah, I can.
I don't want to
I'm trying to find a
necessarily.
way to like link it.
Hang on, I just gotta hit show to players, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Ha! Ha ha!
Boot, what are you doing?
I don't want to necessarily go find her, but I don't. It's just the thought or the meaning behind this, and I just want to polymorph into a raven and just fly towards the bridge, kind of seeing her out in a way. I don't know.
As you go to get up out of your, when you sit up from your bedroll and everything's happening, you think about that. You go to get up and you feel there's something glass in your lap. You look down and there's a small potion with something wrapped around it. Paper.
Unfold the paper.
Written on it is a small note. And it says Samael Greyspine. The potion is familiar. You know which one it is.
I'm sure Boot knows what, or Samael knows what it is, but
It's the Cure Curse potion.
oh,
With that, do you still continue?
I still do it. I set it down, and I don't necessarily go to find her, but if I see her, I'll just fly overhead, just
You go to fly
the
out.
whole way out.
You don't find a trace.
I'll just go all the way until the hour goes and land at the end of the hour.
Alright. Not a thing.
Walk back.
With that, we will close the last session of the companions and finish this story arc.
That's sad.
We will not be seeing Mara for a long time.
Boy.
This is
Yeah, goodbyes are awkward. That's why she fucking left.
God damn it! I told her it wasn't gonna work. There's no point in me having this.
There's more of a
I know.
more of a jab, like a haha, you're
What's the
fucked.
symbology there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
haha, you're fucked kind of thing.
yeah.
You guys find in the pile. Is anybody gonna type this up?
Can you copy paste? I know it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why these are ever given verbally and
there's-
just like
Do you know
slapped
why?
to
Do
somebody.
you know why?
Why?
Because player memory reflects into character memory.
Yeah, but player memory. I'm looking at these items on the table.
When I DM at a table, even I give handouts.
Okay, this is how I DM.
It's not like these are items we had a long time ago. They're literally sitting in front of us, and I'm looking at them. But yeah. Does anybody know the
Like if I,
exact time? Jackie, do you know? I think I have
But
10/13/2017 was our first zero session.
Jackie's was a little before that, yeah.
Yeah, yours was like the 2 weeks before that or something. It's not a.
Wait, we only started in October?
There was planning and stuff before that, but we didn't actually have our first session until this. This was the zero session where we met you. Or the first. I don't know whether it was first or second because my notes say session 0/1.
the third session was on the 28th of October.
Yeah. Second was the 20th.
Feels like a lot longer.
Yeah, first week of October I think was our zero session. That's how long we been together. For almost every day a week. In the weeks we weren't, we did 2 in other places.
Guys, okay?
It's,
My back hurts.
I mean, my back hurts this whole campaign, you know. But
Disadvantage for the entire fucking next story arc. No.
and my back will still hurt.
Since
No.
we're wrapping up, I'm gonna go get a beverage.
All right.
All right.
I'll get you one
Wow.
thing since you will probably never meet Those were probably empty words. But
Now, from here on out, and especially between you two, no metagaming. I don't want any metagaming. I want nothing between the two of you. If I find out that the two of you talked about what happens after this, so help me fucking God, you're gonna lose items.
all right, Jackie, you
Do I have
promise
a-
never to tell Roman that we talk? Got it. Cool.
I'm kidding. Shut up.
No,
I know
we're,
you
we knew
guys.
it.
I know you guys talk, and I know you guys tell each other shit.
We tell each other shit, but it's never like secret. Like the other day, you were like, "What are you guys typing about?" It was like, "What the hell's the third guy's name in our?" It was like, "What the hell's the guy's name at the table that's sitting with us?" I know he told me, but I can't remember what the hell it was.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because I knew Darren was the guy, and then you said Braun's name, and then you kept saying Dust whatever, and I was like, who the
Dust
fuck is
Spell.
this guy? Yeah,
I
Dust
was like, I
Spell.
don't know who the fuck that
I
is.
said his name. I said his name when he first got introduced.
But
So I figured you guys caught up on that. Sorry.
you're
But now, none of that.
Yeah.
No talking about it for the rest until Jackie gets back. No metagaming.
what? Just gonna watch
whatsoever.
the stream. Not allowed to watch my stream. At least keep it open. I need the viewer. You know. Come on.
I can't watch his stream.
No, I never said that.
That's
but no,
metagame.
like no talking about
Okay,
stuff.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want
Anyways,
any information.
nonetheless,
Trying to, like,
nonetheless.
yeah, not like trying to plan shit out or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
fine.
none of that.
No problem solving. Got it. Yeah. Fucking
Nonetheless,
watching the stream though.
your one-on-one speech kept Boot from leaving forever. Right then,
Oh.
I would have just left, and that would have been the end of Boot. Would have head back to Craghammer, and
Did you really think Darkwell came back?
pretty sure he is still back.
No,
Pretty s-
when Lance came in, do you think that was Darkwell?
Oh yeah, I was gonna fight him to the death right there. I thought for sure. I was like, well, I didn't think it was Darkwell. I thought it was their leader or maybe a minion for whoever leader. And I was just like, well, fuck it.
It worked.
I'm gonna fight this thing to the death while it doesn't know that the rest of my party's here, and I'll just die here, and it'll
I caught on,
leave.
like halfway through, and I was like, "This motherfucker." That's why
Yeah,
I was
I know.
like, "Is Lance in the room?"
Yeah, that's why.
Because you were like, "No fights."
Yeah, because I was like, Lance would
Meta!
fight with me. Yeah, but yeah. But anyways, yeah, you kept me from going back and becoming a miner in Craghammer to become what essentially would be Nostock Grayspine, but yeah.
So it ends.
Yeah.
And we walked away at the same time. That was like perfect.
Yeah,
That awkward hug. That was so great.
Yeah.
Such a pretty
Okay.
good.
I can't believe that you guys, you and
Yeah.
Arcadia left that easily. I thought, why not just travel together? Why not? You both are going in the same direction.
I'm going to meet my family. I didn't want to take her with me, especially her being a drow.
I know, you're going across half the continent together. At minimum half the continent. Could have traveled together.
She had her own reasons.
Yeah.
For leaving. Things that Mara wouldn't be able to go with. Not that she wouldn't understand them, but that she just wouldn't. It just wouldn't have been of interest or need to go. So,
Her curse
Felt
or
right.
whatever turns her into a dragonborn or something of the sort, right? She gets like
No.
reptilian eyes. I thought.
I don't know.
Yeah, she did it in the cave that we were staying,
Yeah.
the crab cave.
I know.
All right, I gotta go do shit.
I'm just not revealing
Yeah.
any information.
Have a good night, Jackie.
I'm gonna tell
Alright.
you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. God, she's finally gone. 6 months to get rid of her.
Oh my fucking god! You gotta like this.
Holy no.
I love it.
I love you, Jackie, because you probably opened the stream already. But wow.
She's a mom. She already knows.
Yeah.
Wow, that was good, guys.
That's
6
something.
months.
Wow.
Hey, Wolfie.
Yeah.
I would never let Boot go.
I was gonna give him to you. I was
Never
gonna
gonna
say
give you
however you
no-
wanted him to
Never gonna
play
Oh, I
out,
know.
but
No, even if you
Never
would
gonna
have pitched yourself
turn
up,
around
I would have still used
and
it.
hurt you.
he was gonna turn one of three ways, and it's still between two, but the leaving isn't an option anymore. And I was just gonna give you one of those ways and
That
start my
was
next character that I wrote up.
absolutely intense, guys.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you only fire the one guy?
I don't know whether the two of them went there. I was never gonna hire those two. They were gonna be like guards in the woods and AFK patrol.
I will advise you, just, and this is just to give you kind of a heads up, as you know, the Baron and stuff, and talking with him. Darren has a lot of experience being not an officer, but just being in a regulated military. So if you did employ him as somebody to use in your keep and had garrison troops, they would get bonuses to whatever combat they do.
It doesn't matter. It's
So,
not about the experience. It's about the person. I didn't like
Yeah.
him as a person. I'm not gonna hire
Alright.
someone I don't like and don't trust. Whatever secret reasons he can't go back with her. Fuck that. No, you're fired.
You
I'm
want me to
not.
try to hire Draven?
secret reasons, he
people
told
are
you straight
dicks
up
to him.
exactly what it was. He said he doesn't want to go see the fucking Goliaths because they don't like humans. That's not a secret reason, dude.
Yeah,
Like, I gave you the answer.
That's like saying I don't want to go into the orc-infested land. Why? Because last time I was near orcs, they tried to. rip my
Whatever. I don't
limbs
like the
off.
guy. I don't like him. I don't
Okay,
like their
that's
whole
fine,
group.
but
I don't.
He's not secret. He's been genuine to you the whole time. You're just being paranoid. is what
I don't like him.
Back me up here, Akita. He's being paranoid.
Yeah, the three random
Yeah,
guys that just
paranoid.
happened to come to the keep with us and then resurrected. Yeah, paranoid.
Resurrected.
I am
They didn't
convinced
die,
they
only one of their
died.
dudes died.
I am convinced all three of them died. I don't care what you say. What did you tell me? Those three died.
All right, you can have your own boy, man. That's fine.
There's no way.
Don't you have some zone of truth anyway?
I was thinking about taking it when Lance was being questioned. Because that session I was basically leveling up and switching my spells.
Oh, see, I thought for sure you had it because you were saying that stuff.
No, that's when I was gonna take that non-detection spell, but then there's no permanent non-detection spell. I can't figure. I think maybe if hers is possibly, but I can't find one. A base.
Mordecai's Private Sanctum is the only one that I know of that is like the Phaserus, where you can't like teleport in and out. You can't scry on it. You can't use any divination magic in it. That's the only one.
That's where spell weaving comes into play. You and your DM work on creating your own spells.
And I did approve that you could do custom spells. You just have to talk with me, and then we have to come out with basically mold it out to a custom spell,
And then figure out a way to RP doing it.
we can homebrew custom spells. It just will take a lot of money and a lot of time and resources to do, because you're basically creating a new world spell.
I'll be doing a lot of that.
World.
Well, I don't know if this is a new spell, but it may be a way around it. I do Glyph of Warding, and then the spell that I store in it is non-detection.
As long as it is within the level, yeah. I mean, wait.
Yeah.
There's no
It's-
level requirement for what spell is stored in Glyph of Warding, is there?
It's third, but non-detection is third.
Okay, I was gonna say, because you can't do mortar cannons because that's a fourth.
But then I don't know if it would necessarily work because it has to be triggered. But then I could say if scrying happens in this area, trigger the spell. Because I can be as specific as I
You
want.
do a lot of things, Wolfie. Like try to find a way to make like a permanent enchantment on an item.
Oh yeah.
that
I'm
does
just
it.
saying
Or
with
like-
what I have already. I think
Oh.
that's what I can do for now is
Gotcha.
non-detection in a
'Cause
spell.
if we could get a really good enchanter to enchant like a stone in the keep, and bam.
You know
Probably do it
what
through
enchanter you guys need, right?
What?
Enchanter Bumat Soul from Critical Role.
Dude, you know how Crit Roll I was on the
shall be
fence
our
about this
enchanter.
season?
Huh?
Sorry, what did you say?
Caleb?
Caleb?
Oh, I was just
Yeah.
saying, I shall be our enchanter.
Yeah, exactly.
Do not worry. I will
You
press
do?
anything.
You do?
You can learn the basics from Kate and start.
You got a court warlock too.
I
Got
find
some-
the enchantments. Kate makes the item or weapon, and Dunaday enchants it. And then Draven
Well,
finds
actually-
the
Well,
materials for
Kate's
us.
already an enchanter.
Kate is an enchanter.
Yeah.
She's a wizard school of enchantment.
Oh.
She just also has specializations in smithing tools and such like that. So, because she's an enchanter. So, but Dunaday can also start learning enchanting and doing all that stuff and working with that stuff. He
Oh
needs more
my God.
material. He needs an enchanting table to do it. He needs more stuff to do it. But
Just
it's
imagine the day that we all get together in the middle of like the courtyard, and I make a construct, and somebody enchants it, and like the warlock puts
a
buffs
soul
on
in it or some shit.
Yeah, like I can't wait. It'll be great. I have big dreams for this fort, and I hope they come to fruition. I want shit like that to be our daily life, like where we make trebuchets and stuff on the walls, and like build a city outside of the wall. You know,
I will say this though, and not to try and disrupt any plans you guys have or anything, or ward against them. So don't take this as a negative thing, but know that the Raven Queen and the Raven Queen and Saren Ray tolerate one another. They don't necessarily are not at odds with one another. They just tolerate one another.
Exactly. Why I'm putting them right next to each other.
So it might be a tense thing if you guys have followers there. Just remember that.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting them right next to each other. I think of Dunaday as being the true follower of the Raven Queen, and I think Draven obviously is the true Saren Ray.
Oh,
And I don't really, honestly, I don't see myself in between either. I want to be the middle, the neutral, the.
Draven is trying desperately to avoid the fact that he might be a holy crusader of some sort. He
My,
doesn't know what his obligations are to Saren Ray yet, and he hasn't wanted to find out. He's just like, I'm just gonna do whatever.
This isn't meta or anything. I'm actually like, I would have said this in a circle or whatever. That's why I was asking about the divination magic thing. I want to break this damn seal on me from the Raven Queen. I don't care how long it takes, what I have to do, if I have to go to hell and make a pact with the king demon, the king overlord of hell.
Accomplish that through Saren Ray.
Yeah, maybe if that's what it takes, building a temple here and using, if whatever it takes. I don't hate her, and I think her temple should be here, but I want my damn seal off me. I don't like it.
Who's her enemy in the god structure?
the Raven Queen?
Yeah.
Vecna. Anything with undead intelligence.
Well, her actual.
Only one? She doesn't have like.
No, Vecna is her nemesis. That is her
Okay,
absolute
not
rival.
nemesis, but like anybody that would profit from taking something from her.
That's not her true nemesis. Or if you're actually going off her lore, I mean, in your world, it's fine if it is, but
No, dude, the Vecna
It's
and the
that-
Raven Queen have been at odds for.
it's the demon in hell that they in Critical Role they completely skipped over it.
Asmodeus.
Yeah, whatever his name was that they were supposed to go fight or kill
Yeah,
eventually.
Asmodeus is one of the.
That's her
deities.
true.
Yeah, but one of her main things is that the Raven Queen controls the time of in between life and death, and the fate of death. And the way I see it, and not through just Critical Role, but the way I see it is that Vecna is the god, the deity of the undead and of ghoul and of liches. So I see him as her nemesis, but I
Yeah,
can see why Asmodeus is as well. I think it's Asmodeus.
I think Vecna, if he actually became truly a god again, I don't think he'd be his nemesis. I think he would take her spot. It would be a worse ruling, and he would have a different viewpoint on death and everything. But I think that would be he would eventually take her out, and he would fill the spot of whoever she killed and took it from.
Anyways, all I was asking is who he might be able to plead with to get that taken off of by another god
That's
that
something
would
we'll have to
stand to
figure out.
benefit in spiting her.
Yeah. And then I kill whoever that is. After I do it. Because I don't want her to be mad at me.
Well, if you remove her mark, she's going to be mad at you no matter what.
Yeah, but then I'll take out her enemy and we'll be square. Right? Well, it'll be fine. I built her a temple. She'll be fine.
So I'll talk to Troy as well about this. So Sunday? Are we doing another? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, if all of you guys are going together, then were you picking this back up on Sunday?
I'm not too sure about what exactly me and Dunaday's true goal is going to be.
Okay. Then we need to kick this into gear. So before Sunday, everybody needs to know what everybody is going to do, because I need to know what to plan.
Well, here's my deal. If they have things to do and I'm not in their session, you can plan for me to be just going to one of these towns nearby to start gathering resources. If they do decide to go to Anmar as their first stop and right off rip, I'll be there on Sunday's session.
Okay.
And vice versa. I'll go to, if I'm not a part of his, I'll go to any library that's nearby, literally any library, and sit there and read the whole
here's
time.
how I see it. If every one of you motherfuckers is going north,
Yeah,
we might as well show up on Sunday.
Do it on
and
Sunday.
we all might as well do it. Okay, there. That solves that.
Well, it was just a question if they were taking a few days to do something else, so they wanted a session for something else.
That's what I mean.
But in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If one of you guys had something else small you needed to do, let's plan it, and maybe on Friday midday or something, if Wolfie's around and you wanted to do something, yeah, let's sit down and do it. Because this is when the West Monsters starts, so this is when we can actually start going and doing things like that. And I would love to. I'm more than happy to. I just need to
it works
plan
out
these
if we're
things.
all going to the same location, for this upcoming session. It makes sense to be together.
I just need to make sure that
from there, then we can.
I need to make sure that these things are planned very much ahead of time, because I know everybody's schedule can get crazy, and I want to make sure that we're on top of things so that people aren't like, oh, I can't show up to the session today because.
And you always know with me, as long as I know a little bit ahead of time, I'm usually good on the weekends.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
I was saying for the West Marches thing, that's our out. Like, if ever he wants to do something for a couple, which would take a whole session, I'm in a library. If I want to do something for a whole session, he's gathering resources in the town. That's whatever.
So yeah, Sunday morning, 9:30 a.m. for our time. So plan on being there. We'll pick this back up again.
Caleb, you
the
still
time
here?
frame thing will work really easy, because once we're all back at the fort again after we're done, if we just go to Anmar and back, anytime we want to play, it doesn't matter, because if we're leaving the fort or doing something, we don't need the rest of the people unless it's direct.
Yep. So still doing yours on Friday. Yes.
Yeah, mine on Friday. Yeah.
And then I think we're doing Jackie's on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
When are you doing Jackie's game for her, or are you guys just pausing at this point on Mara?
Oh, I have to talk to her.
Oh, okay. I
probably-
just wondered if she was putting it on the shelf until she was done with the campaign she's running, Wolfie's campaign.
No. Her and I had talked in that she wanted. I was gonna do some one-on-one sessions to get her kind of to where she wanted to go, and then that's all I can say. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. No. I just was asking if she was shelving her. Is all.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, cool.
I think she's running hers for the next 2 weekends, and then she is bye-bye for good for months.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if she was just done, because if not, we still have the possibility of running into her before her deadline. If she does happen to contact us or anything like that.
If I get
I just want to know if I was writing
before
Mara out of Draven's book already. Of contacts.
If I get teleportation before that happens, but I doubt that will happen. I need only 6 more levels, 7 more levels. Easy, right? Let me go kill the ancient dragon.
I got teleported into the Underdark when I needed to get back to you guys, so.
Oh, I just mean the actual spell.
You never know.
Yeah. Just let me get a couple thousand kills. I can get it.
I was so glad Arcadia said that she just got that ability.
What did Arcadia leave?
She left a dagger of venom
Oh,
on a failed Constitution save. The target takes 2d10 extra poison damage.
Is
and
that
is poisoned for a minute?
Is that attuned or normal?
So many attunable items.
I know if it's attunable, I'm like, well, who wants it? I can't.
No, the dagger of
Well,
venom.
that's
Is
what the vault is.
the dagger of venom is just a +1 dagger. It's not attunable.
I don't know. Maybe I could use it. Stacks well with psychic blades and everything.
You know what we can do temporarily though?
What?
I'll make a waterproof casing that we can start putting shit in and throw it in the well. Put some weights in it.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. Dude, I don't want to take any of this wealth with us. Like, I want to store so much stuff here, but if we're all leaving this place, it's going to be empty. I don't want to leave it unprotected here. Even if we make a locked vault, I don't want to do that.
And that's one thing we can talk about. If you guys want me to stay behind with Kate and stuff like that and start working on the keep and stuff, that's fine too.
More likely, I would rather just have myself stay behind.
Well, aren't you the one that needed to go to the cities?
I don't really have a pressing need to go there. It's only my own personal interest. There's no actual cause for me going there. Like, you want to learn about some mechanical stuff, get a blacksmith trade going there, go get a trade route going with her town.
Right now, my first priority, I might do some networking in the city if we're there for a long time, but my first priority is to start working on the keep. I really enjoy that idea of starting to build there.
Okay. I mean, that's the first thing I think we're going to end up doing, and maybe we should do it before the session on Sunday, is figure out how the hell we're going to store all this, and whether... Can we say for the sake of time that I use my other polymorph and go to the bottom of the well as a fish? Is there any way to get to that room?
You never know.
I actually, let's just say that I polymorph right now and go down there for the sake of time before the next session.
It's a well.
It doesn't lead to that room.
It's a well.
Okay.
There's a natural spring.
So my idea is would be feasible, right, Roman? Just lay at the bottom of the well.
That's even that. It's something that's like, it won't work because if something can sense magic, it'll just know that there's magic down there. Unless we have lead. Do we have
down a well to find magic?
You also,
if you can see magic.
You also haven't asked Kate what her full capabilities are to do things.
Okay.
She probably doesn't have any permanent magic. I'm guessing.
No, but she's able to move Earth.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, we can always dig a hole. That's an option, essentially.
Yeah,
did you hear my idea, Roman?
What?
That I was asking was feasible.
I didn't hear it 100%. What?
I was gonna make waterproof barrels, weight them down with our shit, and because they're waterproof, put them in the well and let them sink to the bottom so we have our stash down there. But who the fuck's gonna look in a well for loot?
If you can see magic, I'm gonna throw magic items in there. They'll be able to see
not from above ground. How deep is that well?
I don't know.
We dropped
like 60
90
feet?
he said, or something like that. 60,
Yeah,
90.
60, just over. It's like around 60 feet.
And how far does detect magic go?
Like 30, but that I'm not saying detect
There you
magic.
go.
Some creatures can see magic, like with true sight and stuff like
Well,
that.
yeah, they would see a magical vault through the damn walls then.
Yeah.
When we put the magic vault in, so it wouldn't be any safer. So I'm saying while we're gone, just put our loot in the well.
Well, that's not true. If I put non-detection on a rune, they would see nothing because it would cancel their thing out, and they would just see.
Then why don't you just put non-detection on the well?
Well, because we need more than that. If somebody happens to find it through all that, like accidentally going down the well,
and dummies.
I don't trust that. Fuck that. I'm not leaving it in the hands of maybe they won't find it. I want locks and keys and
Well, you fired the 2 guys that could have watched it while we were gone.
I don't trust those 2 to watch shit. Those 2, we'd come back and it'd all be gone. They'd be living it up in their own keep somewhere.
All right, Grix stays.
Can he?
Joking, God, no.
No, I was like, that's worse. What are you talking about? No.
No, God, no.
No, God. I mean, I guess there's probably nothing like that, but there was, in at least the dream world, there was a way into that room from the keep, correct? Because that's the way that the death kiss came
Some kind
from.
of trapdoor or just some
Yeah, there was something, because
mind
that's
fuckery.
that's where the death kiss came from. So
Because they were upstairs, Roman.
yeah, so there was some way, and maybe that room doesn't exist, but maybe something like it does.
Yeah, who knows if this place actually has some trapdoor places or something.
Yeah. I mean, there is the one room here that nobody knows about but me.
Oh yeah,
Under
your
the tower.
escape route.
And I guess that could be a good spot if it's hidden. I don't know, well, how hidden, but it could be. But yeah. The other option. Which,
Oh yeah, what? Shit, the only NPC we have left with is Kate.
Yeah. The other option is you melt all those bars together to make one giant slab, and then we just put everything under the slab. Then if something does find the slab of gold, they can't fucking move it, and they can't get it out of the castle.
You know that Kate has a spell. If you talk to her, you would know that she has a spell that allows her, it's a cantrip that allows her to move 5 cubic feet of dirt.
I know that we can always just dig down and put it there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's something
Roman?
about that.
Boo. Okay. You're being too paranoid.
No,
I think
I'm not.
well, I did.
Okay, look. My job as your DM is to let you have fun. Okay, is to allow you the enjoyment.
You
without
took
having to
my
stress.
decanter. No, I refuse.
All right,
You took a
Roman?
man's squirt gun.
hang on.
Oh, I would just...
Now that you guys are at this point, I'm not gonna go out of my way to fuck you over. Okay.
Took our cards.
Shadrach.
Took our squirt gun.
Shadrach
Dragon Ball.
fucked you over. That was not me. He asked me, and I said yes. He asked me, says, I want to be a plant for the drow for this camp. And I said, okay, we'll do it. And we did it from the beginning.
Well, how do I know
So-
that Lance isn't planning, or Draven, the long con, leave all their wealth somewhere? I don't trust it. Now, what
What are you
if
talking about? I thought Mara did the long con and was gonna dip with everything in the bag.
I know? I thought that I was like,
She still kind of did because I know we had like 50 extra items in that bag.
well, the reason I wanted to switch bags was because we physically won't be able to carry any of this. There's no way.
Yeah, I know.
I'm already at max limit in my satchel, or like basically I have 20 extra pounds that I can carry. So I mean, I guess we can go into like whatever the lowest, most dungeon room in this place is.
I was so glad I asked for that cog necklace.
It's gonna
It'd be
open
so
up.
Lowest dungeon room.
First floor is the lowest floor,
You
right?
have
There's
yet
not
to-
even a
you have
cellar.
yet to make one.
Yeah,
You
I
have
know.
The bare bones of a structure.
Yeah, whatever the lowest thing is, and then just dig a hole. See if Kate can dig a hole, and we just chuck everything in it. I guess.
God, I hate you, Roman.
Hmm.
Well, not that I hate you directly, but I wish Kelfo was in this fucking campaign. Do you know how much he would love this keep right now?
Oh, he would be going insane.
He'd be like, "Oh, you need someone to guard it. I could do that." Comes back with a bunch of dead things.
You know that me and Dunaday would have to kill you, right?
No,
The Raven Queen undead
I'm
things.
not undead.
She doesn't mind normal, regular undead. She
And
doesn't
I'm not
like
undead.
intelligence in undead. That's the one thing she doesn't like. But it even says it in the warlock stuff. It even says doesn't really care about undead minions and stuff. It's like meh. But as soon as this stuff starts getting smart,
So how do you know
Yeah.
Kelfo's not undead and smart?
I know he's not undead.
Do 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 do.
The
Yet.
long con. No.
The long con.
Kelfo's not undead yet.
Yeah, Kelfo, just kill yourself and place the glyph with like animate dead in it, and then when you die on top of the thing, it casts the spell at you. You animate yourself back to life.
No. Kelfo will settle no less than lichdom.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm going to take off for the night, so we'll talk and chit chat and all that
All
stuff.
right.
Later,
Alright,
buddy.
Peace out.
Okay. Later.
Yes, Kelfo will be a lich.
I know. End the stream.
Then